Yo!
Yo!
What's up?
Wasn't that jingle great? Oh, wait.
Wait, we don't have it yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah.
All right.
talking
We'll
about-
save that recording for in like 3 weeks or something.
Well, welcome to Keep Tappin X. Three
So-
dudes talking about video games
And non-video games.
and non-video games.
And anything we want,
So
really.
it's everything you could ever ask for.
Come and hang out, yeah.
Probably mostly video games.
Yeah,
Yep.
mostly
Yeah.
video games.
So thank you for joining us today for episode 5. Huh?
Yeah,
It's over a month.
Yeah, we're
of
getting there.
content. So
Getting
pretty
along
good.
well.
Pretty
Yeah.
good so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us today. Not a lot of news this week, but we're just trying to talk your ears off, see how far we can go.
Yeah, a couple cool releases.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Exactly.
Fire Emblem Mobile.
But some quick updates to the channel and whatnot before we go any further. I think we actually mentioned this last week, but we're on iTunes.
iTunes, baby!
Yep, we're on
Yep,
iTunes.
yep.
You can search for us in the iTunes store. We're also in Google Play Music, so you can search for us on there if
Yep.
you're an Android kind of person.
We're pretty
It's like
much much anywhere you want to look for us. Keep tapping.
Seriously,
X.
yeah. We have our SoundCloud, we have our YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Everything's Keep Tappin X except for YouTube.
No G.
Because you have to get 100 subscribers before you can get your custom URL.
Yeah. It's
Please
kinda lame.
subscribe
Yep, please subscribe, like,
to
favorite,
YouTube
comment.
Subscribe so we can have a name.
/XY.
Didn't YouTube
W.
have like a tip jar for a while? Do they still
yeah.
have
It
that?
does. It has one.
It still does.
Does anybody use it?
I doubt anyone remembers it's there.
Yeah,
It
because
is
it's like
there.
on like their like channel itself,
Yeah.
Mhm.
hidden
It's off
away
to
in
the
a
side,
corner.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. We got all that. Finally have our social media situated.
Mhm.
From have our RSS feed kind of.
Yeah.
SoundCloud, but whatever.
It took a while, but we got it.
Yeah.
We got everything.
So you can find us everywhere online. It's great. We've been getting a little more popular lately, gentlemen.
a little
A
bit.
little. It's slowly but surely growing. And
Don't
that's all we like to
don't
see.
toot your horn.
I need wood. Hold on. That was me knocking on wood. I don't know if we picked that up.
Probably. We'll find out after we
Find out
record.
next week.
Yeah.
But another update. So hopefully David and I will be starting the Let's Plays tonight, meaning they won't be up till Monday,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
Ish.
I don't know the editing nuance.
Do you have
of
like a
Let's
format
Plays.
you want to go? Like how many minutes per
Probably
episode?
because we're doing a JRPG. Probably
half
do
an hour.
Half an hour, 20
Okay.
minutes to a half an hour per episode.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long game.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 9's.
Is
Probably
there
end
a
up-
face cam?
No,
No.
Okay.
it's too advanced for me right now.
Yeah. Besides, I want to show the game on the screen, not my ugly face. So.
Right.
Mm.
But we'll probably be recording for like a couple hours, get
Yeah.
a few episodes worth of footage. Probably put one up a day.
Yeah.
See
One
how
up a
that
day,
goes.
one up every 2 days, depending on how much footage we have.
Yeah, we probably do one depending on how whatever. Anyway,
Yeah. That's not important.
enough about that. Yeah, so keep an eye out for that. It'll be cool. First game's gonna be Final Fantasy 9. I know JRPGs aren't really big in Let's Play scenes because they're really long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things wrong with them
Viewers
for
like
Let's
fall
Plays.
off after a while.
Yeah,
But it's
we're
fun.
doing it for fun. So
Yeah.
whatever. And then
You gotta play Outlast.
genital
cam.
jousting.
Actually, Outlast 2 doesn't look half bad. I know, Colby, you're not big into horror games.
No.
But
But yeah,
I'd totally play that.
But I'd scream.
Yeah.
I'd fade scream.
It'd be
if
the
I had
thumbnail.
that. Yeah.
Exactly.
But and we'll always take suggestions for games and stuff like that.
Yep.
Just as long as they're not like 100-hour time sinks.
yeah.
Just play Final Fantasy 15 live, like
100% do
100%.
everything. Every month.
No, right. But any other? I don't think we have any other updates as far as nothing new in the works. No.
Not
I don't
really.
think so.
No, that's about it.
Maybe some live streaming in the future.
Yeah,
It's
I want
a
to stream some
bunch, but
Hearthstone, but
that'd be cool.
that's
Get
about
to it, David.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, get on
Chop
that.
chop.
I will.
The
I will.
channel's already made.
Or maybe I'll stream Dark Souls since I've been playing Dark Souls.
Dark
There you
Souls.
go.
There you go.
Whatever.
We also have new images coming soon. New logo.
Oh, like logos, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I commissioned an artist to do that. Good friend, a great artist. So take his time on that.
Yeah.
And other than that,
We're building the channel.
yeah.
Building the channel.
And then the jingle.
The jingle
And then
eventually.
as soon as I can meet up with a guy, as soon as I can meet up,
we
with
will
him.
get a jingle.
He doesn't deserve his name being said on the podcast, so we just call him the guy.
The guy.
The jingle dude.
The jingle dude. The jingle man. So, let's get into it. So update's over. Done. We're closing shop.
Yeah.
All right, Colby. What'd you play this week?
Boom, right into it.
Wow. Fierce. Savage.
Play?
So I played over the weekend. I played some Bravely Second. It's kind of the standard update that I gave last week.
Yeah.
Bravely Second. Nothing destructive about that game, right? Like to my psyche.
Yeah.
Everything's been kind of fine.
That's good.
Nothing, no
'Cause
horrible
last
decisions.
week you were kind of complaining about it.
Well, the same thing's been happening. It's the same issue persisting, where the whole missions problem, where you can only be stuck with one asterisk at a time. Kind of lame. Really don't like it, and it hasn't changed. So
How far into the game are you? Do you think you're near the end?
I'm like 30 hours in. I feel like I'm like a little more than I'm like halfway through.
Yeah.
I'm on chapter 3 or 4 or something. I'm getting the chapters mixed up between Fire Emblem Heroes and this, which we'll talk about. But story's been kind of fine. I still like the characters, which is cool. So I'm still captivated by that. Really dumb plot thing happened recently. I don't want to get into spoilers though, so I don't really want to mention it.
As dumb as the first Bravely?
No, that's a catastrophe. This is like a little thing. Like a character did something that made no sense. I was like, okay, whatever. But yeah, nothing that just makes me want to put the game down and never want to pick it up again unless somebody buys me the sequel as a gift. So,
all right.
That being said, I've also been playing a little bit of World of Final Fantasy. A little more of that.
Yeah.
Can you summon Sora yet?
No, I've only been able to sit down for like little pockets of time.
Well, whose fault is that? Yours.
Yeah.
Got own up to your mistakes.
You're right.
Summon Sora.
I haven't been able to summon anyone yet. I haven't gotten to. I guess you go to like a room where she teaches you to do it.
I got a little past that part.
Yeah. So I'll eventually get there, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's cool. I just get like at the beginning of the game, you can choose between the 3 legend, like the summons of Final Fantasy, like Ifrit or Ifrit. Did you call it Ifrit or Ifrit in this game?
I call it Ifrit, but usually they call it Ifrit.
Ramu.
Yeah.
And Shiva.
Sheva, come on.
We'll talk about that later.
Come on, Sheva.
And I chose Ifrit.
Yeah.
Because why not? He's totally badass. Even though his character's kind of lame in that game, but whatever.
Yeah.
But
the game's very strange with what they do with the characters. They kind of, I don't know, they change them a bit.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Everybody's cute, so I don't mind.
Yeah.
And
are the summons only in chibi form? Or do they have like a non-chibi model?
So you get like their baby form. It works just like Pokemon, right? You level them up into greater forms.
Because I know like the main characters, like they have a non-chibi form.
Yeah.
So that's why I was
it doesn't change like that.
Oh,
like, you can change from chibi to non-chibi form at any time.
Yeah.
And there's this weird mechanic where your stats, like you stack monsters on your head and it changes your stats and abilities and stuff like that.
Yes.
There's like no reason, at least in the early game I've noticed, to stay in your chibi form because you can only have one Mirage, that's what the creatures are called, on your head. Yeah. Whereas if you're in your giant, spelled with a J in this game, form, you can have 2 of them, and it increases your health and your stats and everything. So there's no point in being chibi form in this early game.
So in early game, there's not, but things in this have like a size category.
Yeah.
They're either small, medium, or large.
I haven't picked up anything that's large yet, so you can ride. I mean, I have the baby forms of stuff that can.
Yeah.
But like I have a baby Bahamut or whatever.
Yeah.
Which can turn into something you can stand on, but
yeah, large things are usually higher level, and then when you're in your chibi form, you can have a large thing, then a medium thing on top of that, then you on top of the medium one. So you have like 3 stack. And your normal form is large, I think. So then you can have a medium small on your head. Yeah, so, I know in your chibi you could probably be a large under your medium, and then you have a small on your head. Yep. But it's weird. It's a cool system though. I really like that stacking Mirage system. Just you can play around to do a lot of things with it. Plus, it's like works like experience share, where you can carry a bunch of Mirages with you without using them, and they'll all level up with you.
That's cool.
So that's really convenient. There's nothing more like frustrating in an RPG where your characters don't level up outside of battle because you dead like to end game and you're screwed, or you have to go back and grind. Bravely Default has this really dumb mechanic. A lot of RPGs do though. Like if your party member faints and then
you finish the battle.
They don't get XP. Even though they participated in all of the battle. That's happened to me so many times in Bravely Default, where they'll get like a cheap hit in, one shot my guy, and then I'll kill him like I intended to, and there you go. I'm like a level behind now.
I think that's how it is in Pokemon.
Like it is. That's how it is in Pokemon too.
Yeah. I never understood that mechanic. If they were in the fight, they should get XP.
Yeah, what do they fainted, now they have brain damage. Yeah, like they don't remember the experience they just gained.
Exactly.
Whatever. I still have to beat XCOM. I just have to say
you were really close to that.
I know.
Have you
really
played
close.
any more of it?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I was gonna say, did I die?
No, not yet. You guys are in the final mission, so if you're gonna die, it's gonna be here.
All right.
And that's it for. I mean, I feel bad because it's like the same exact update I gave last week of games. I haven't
just wait until I get to mine.
Oh, great! This is literally gonna be the Bravely Default Resident Evil 5 show.
Exactly.
How much of The Witcher have you played?
No, I beat it last week.
Yeah.
But Kingdom Hearts and Dark Souls, man.
Oh, that's right. Right, the Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Bravely Default.
Dream Distance. Like I said, I'm not sure how far I'm into it because I don't remember how many worlds there are.
Well, where are you?
I'm whatever world comes right after Pinocchio. And I don't remember what world that is. I just got to.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember either.
So you like Tron or maybe?
I did Tron.
Okay.
I did Traverse Town. I did the first 3 worlds, which were Hunchback, Tron, and.
Are you in Fantasia?
Oh, it might be Fantasia.
Yes, I think I'm going to Fantasia.
Like there's like notes and.
Yes.
It's like
clouds.
Yeah,
that's the one.
And there's like a symphony.
Isn't that where you get Glide? Sora, that's the only thing.
Probably.
Or you get some really cool skills Ritu or something. I don't know.
And I don't think there are too many worlds after that.
No.
So, isn't
you have like 2 more?
Yeah.
Isn't Ritu's dodge roll in that game? He just turns into like a ball of darkness.
Yeah, it's weird.
The upgraded one.
Yeah, the upgraded one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's where I am in that game. So I'm beasting it. I'm trying to max out all the skill trees for all the Dream Eaters, like the pets. Yeah. And that's taken a while, so to get all my passive bonuses, because I need to 100% it because I'm crazy.
You're horrible.
But, yep. So that's what I'm doing. And Dark Souls, I just got past like the 3rd boss, the giant tree man, and he kind of bugged out for me because he didn't turn to his phase 2, so I just killed him in phase 1. And
I mean, you killed him, whatever.
Yeah. So I didn't
the game's gonna cheat you. You cheat the game.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just taking my time going through it.
Have you played any of Birth by Sleep Point 2?
No, I have not. I'm waiting until I beat Dream Drop.
Terrible.
I'm waiting until I beat Dream Drop Distance. Then I'm gonna play it.
Blake, are we gonna play it next week?
Yes. When you come over, we're gonna play it.
I know, and we're gonna beat that story because it's so brief.
Yeah.
You know, in Dream Drop Distance, how they give you kind of synopsises of the other games.
Yeah.
To kind of like give you a little backstory. They made it seem like Recoded is actually an important part of the story.
Why? What did they say about it?
No, they kind of explained like the whole datascape, how all the world there's like a data form of all the worlds and how that kind of comes into play with.
Yeah, because of Jiminy's notebook or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how like Maleficent wants all the data, and so they kind of make it seem important.
I can't wait till it's never mentioned again. And
I know they add like a scene in the
movie.
Yeah, the movie version of Recoded.
Yeah.
Or it's about like they mentioned the book from like Unchained or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, and I guess. It's important.
They're trying to.
We don't know yet.
They're trying to make it important in the story.
Yeah. I'm sure it is.
Ish, kind of. Maybe.
Game's horrible. Who cares?
I don't know.
Man,
I'll have to replay.
Sometimes the story in Kingdom Hearts. Pretty sure I ranted last week, but that Keyblade, the Keyblade's not a Keyblade.
Keyblade.
Yeah,
the X-Blade. I hate it so much.
The italicized X-Blade.
Every time they
just
say
rolls
it
off the tongue.
Yeah.
Every time they show it, I hate it. But anyway.
Why? What's wrong with the Keyblade?
They shouldn't call it a Keyblade because it's not a Keyblade.
They probably should have got a better name for it.
But anyway, we're talking about Kingdom Hearts too much. That and Dark Souls and Fire Emblem. That's all I've been playing.
Yep.
It's good.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about Fire Emblem. Well, 2 of us will.
2 of us will, Blake.
What about you, Blake? What
have you been playing? All right, before I go on to my Resident Evil 5 rant.
Very good.
Yes.
I played about 30 minutes of Dragon Ball Fusions. I was like, all right, go pop this bad boy in.
First impressions, then, all right?
I mean, well, I was playing it, and then I was like, oh yeah, I got to wake up for school in 4 hours. So I was like, I should probably go to bed.
Yep.
But yeah, so far, initial impressions, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like it's a game. And,
very good.
Whoa.
And like, you have like this like Navi like from Zelda at like partner, and it's like a 3DS. It's weird. What? And it like talks like a fucking Pokedex.
What the hell?
And it's like Trunks and Goten are over there, and it's actually Raditz and Nappa. And they're like, greetings. Oh, we have a cat appearance.
Hi, cat.
Okay, hold on. Let's
the weekly appearance.
Yeah, the weekly
of the
cat appearance.
Go on, run. We have a fraidy cat here. Oh, he's afraid to run.
We do have a fraidy cat.
There you go.
There we go.
Okay, that probably made a bunch of noise. We need our weekly cat appearance.
For those who don't know, I'm just gonna say it. There's a cat that hides under my bed.
Yeah.
And he's too afraid to leave when we first show up, so he kind of sticks around for like an hour and then bails. So
yep,
there you go.
Yeah,
that's it. So whenever we mention a cat, that's probably Teddy and or Freddy.
Shouts out to Teddy and or Freddy.
Shout out.
Yep.
Sponsor us.
But yeah, so far it's pretty cool. I look forward to playing more of it. Hopefully I play more than 30 minutes this week.
Well, it's an interesting game because it isn't a fighting game. It's a board, like not a board game, but it's like marbles, right?
Yeah.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah, it's Dragon Ball Z, but like marbles.
It's very interesting. Mm-hmm. And you can like, I haven't gotten to the point where you can fuse and shit. You know, it's called Dragon Ball Fusions. But I'm looking forward to it. Like, I have this friend at work who was playing through Dragon Ball Fusions, and he's like really far in it, and he's really liking it. So I was like, all right, I have to play this game because all I've been playing is fucking Resident Evil 5. Speaking of which, all right, so
let's hear it.
I took a break. I took like a 4-day break of Resident Evil 5. And then my cousin hit me up. He was like, "Let's do it. Let's do the DLC."
Breaking out of retirement.
I did Lost in Nightmare. We first did Lost in Nightmares, where you play as Chris and Jill, and you're in the Spencer estate. Yeah, it's really fun. It's only like 45 minutes long.
Yeah.
If you're but it's like really fun.
Were you about to say if you're good?
Nah, if you're like just casually going through it. Like our veteran and professional run was very shorter because we were just running through it.
Right.
Also the amateur run, we were just blasting through it. But yeah, it like at one point you lose all your weapons, and you have nothing, and you have to take out these dudes by like cranking like a giant thing with like that has spikes. This is hard to explain. Basically, you crank it, and like a ceiling like raises from the ground. It has spikes.
Oh, so you have to drop it.
Yeah, and you have to drop it on like these axe wielding guys, and like on veteran, they appear on your mini map. Like you have to kill like 6 of them, not 6. You have to kill like 4 of them, and they appear on your mini map. And on veteran, they actually like they hold up their axe thing, and like so they prevent it from falling on him.
Okay.
And then like slowly back up, so you have to like run up to him and like knife him or something and run away. And then it drops on him. But on professional, they don't appear on your mini map, and they like one hit kill you.
Wow.
Huh. But they don't like but on professional they don't like hold up their axe, so it's like the slightly different voice cracked.
It's all good. We used to
our weekly voice crack. Probably will be a couple more in this episode. But yeah, that was fun. But so we did after that. We took a couple days, and then we did Desperate Escape, where you play as Jill Valentine and Josh Stone, who is in Resident Evil 5, and shit is hard.
Really?
Well, we did it on normal. We were getting our ass kicked because we played it in like 2011, 2010, so like it's been a while, and the first run took like 45 minutes. Like you have to like get to the helicopter, because at the end of Resident Evil 5, spoilers.
Spoilers for like a 6-year-old game.
I know. You see Jill and Josh, they like save you from the volcano from a helicopter, and it's like, where'd these guys get a helicopter? Well, you find out why they get a helicopter in this DLC. And like you have to get to like a roof, and like have either of you played Left 4 Dead?
Yes.
All right, you know the rooftop finale?
Oh yeah,
it's basically like that.
Hospital.
Yeah, it's basically like that. You're on a roof, and you have to wait like till the timer runs out, and you have to have to like survive these horde of people.
I love stuff like wave-based shooters and stuff, especially like co-op ones.
They actually just came out with a kind of related horde mode for Resident Evil 7.
Whoa, really?
In the first DLC.
Oh, did they?
For 7?
Yeah, it was in the first DLC. The some band footage, Volume 1, I think it was called.
Cool.
Yeah, and then in the second one, they're coming out with the time trial.
You wouldn't think like how the gameplay is in Resident Evil 7 would have a horde mode.
Yeah.
You'd think like it would be Resident Evil 5 or 6.
Yeah,
or
they had like an action mode to it. It's kind of strange.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's cool.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So veteran, it took a while. We're like, we kept getting our ass kicked. It was like getting really frustrating. Like, cause like these enemies sometimes have like a stun rod, and that like if you get hit with it, you're instantly in like the dying state, and you have to be revived or whatever.
I remember that. Yeah.
It's like it was getting frustrating. Like we were like getting really mad.
Did you?
We beat it on veteran, and we were like, if we do professional, we're gonna lose our mind.
Did you?
So we're waiting.
All
we're probably gonna do it tonight.
Giving it some time.
But yeah.
Are you done with the game after that?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, actually, cause I'm trying to get all the achievements, and I have to do the versus achievements, which is like the online multiplayer.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Don't even bother.
I'm not looking forward to it. I'm gonna try, and there's gonna be like 6 people online.
Multiplayer achievements are the worst.
You've never done I mean, you'll do it, but how long?
I know.
You'll eventually do it. Yeah. Who's still playing Resident Evil 5 online?
Shout out
me. Shouts out to me. I'm playing. But yeah, Resident Evil 5, great game. I said this last week. Play it.
This is like the third week.
I know.
You said this.
I said it for the past 6 weeks.
You're playing it too much. I
know. I just want to like beat it so I can like move on with my life. So.
Have you been playing anything else?
Nope, just Resident Evil 5 and 30 minutes of Dragon Ball Fusions.
It's okay. You and I are on the same boat.
So there's a game I bought, but it's not a video game. It's an expansion to a board game.
Oh yeah.
Betrayal on the House on the Hill.
Great board game.
Never heard of it.
I think it's a 3 to 6 player board game.
Mm-hmm.
You start off in a hallway of a house, and you kind of decide which door you want to go to, kind of like a Clue style. Only when you go into a door, you actually put a tile down, and you build the house as you
draw from a random deck of tiles that each are like a different part of the house.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll have like items in it, or you like draw from the item deck, or draw from like the omen deck, which is like, bad things could happen or something.
Yeah, and then there's like events where like spooky things happen, like spooky haunted house things. Like you have stats like your strength and your speed, and they can get affected by these things that happen. And eventually a haunt happens, and one player becomes the traitor and has to go against all the other players. And they can like become a demon, or or like aliens invade and like abduct the traitor.
You have a book. It's like a book of all these different outcomes that could happen, and you the one person who's the betrayer has to go in another room and read what their role is, like what their goal is, and then everybody else is on a team, and they have to work against it, to their own goal. Whoever reaches their goal first wins. It could be like the betrayer needs to kill everybody in some elaborate way, or just like get a certain item or something, Yeah,
and there's 50 different haunts that can happen, so 50 different outcomes. The expansion adds 50 more. So
it's really cool. I mean, all the times I've played with you, David, and our friends, I've never had the same haunt twice.
Yeah.
We've played like, I want to say like 8 to 10 times.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's a really fun game. Really fun board game there.
Yeah, one of the coolest haunts I think I've had happen is the traitor becomes the Grim Reaper and has to play chess against the rest of the players.
You told me about that one.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
There was one where it was Saw style, where you had like collars around your neck that would like make your head explode.
Yep.
And like you have to get keys to open them, but you don't know who the betrayer is, and they're trying to get keys, but they know that their collar won't kill them. So it's like trying to find out who's the betrayer, all that stuff. It's really cool.
So it's like that one. Some of them have hidden traitors. So the person who started the haunt picks these little tiles that have the numbers 1 through 6 on them, or however many players there are, shuffles them and hands them out, and whoever gets the number 1 is the traitor. So only that person knows they're evil.
It's like a secret Hitler thing.
Yeah, and the rest of the people are just trying to figure out who isn't gonna die here, who's trying to kill us.
I love board games.
Yeah,
it's cool.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, Betrayal House of the Hill has always been like consistently fun.
Yeah, and it takes like half an hour to play.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Yeah,
it's cool though. You
get
invested, but nice.
Yeah,
righteous. I haven't. Man, the last board game I bought was Pandemic.
Pandemic's always fun.
It was at Target, and I needed something to play for the night with some friends, so I just got Pandemic, and that game's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's always a good time. It's easy to get into.
Yeah, I saw a Pandemic. a Pandemic expansion, or not expansion. It was a reskin, re-themed game. It was all Cthulhu, like Eldritch style. They call it Cthulhu Pandemic game essentially.
Yeah,
and that was cool. But what was the Cthulhu game you have? Is it?
It's not
Arkham Horror.
Arkham Horror.
Arkham Horror. We have that, which is like this co-op. I love co-op board games more than like going against each other board games. But Arkham Horror is a really cool game. It's like it takes like an hour to set up though. That game's ridiculous. It's basically you trying to fight like the old ones like Cthulhu and all those like Eldritch gods and stuff. You pick one at the beginning of the game, and basically your objective is to stop monsters from coming in and making sure you defeat the old one at the end.
You have to like go through portals and do all this stuff and close the portals.
It took just a couple sessions to learn how to play the game. We were playing really like wrong.
It's very complicated.
Yeah,
but it's fun once you get the hang of it.
But I don't know. You're not a big board game guy, right, Blake?
I mean, I have like,
Monopoly.
I have hands down. I got SpongeBob Life. Nice. I got SpongeBob Monopoly. I have Pokemon Monopoly, the Johto edition, of course, because Johto best reading.
I have the original Pokemon Monopoly.
You make me sick.
Gen
Warner.
I still enjoy Life.
Yeah.
In general. No, I really enjoy the game of Life.
It's okay. Oh, yeah. It's okay.
To this day. I think it's just it's funny.
Yeah.
It's a game like you just make jokes to the whole time. Like, you were a kid. Like,
every time Ashley and I go out to eat, she has like a mobile version of Life, and we always play it like to pass the time.
While you're waiting for like your meal or something.
Life's great.
Yeah. Life's great.
Yeah.
Life's great.
All right, cool. So,
anything you guys been watching?
No.
Nothing?
Absolutely not. Pre-show talk over. No.
I did I went to go catch up on The Flash.
Oh, really? How far is that show?
4 seasons.
Jeez.
I'm never getting into it. Because I kind of stopped halfway through this season. And I went back and there was a huge crossover between Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, and Legends of Tomorrow. So there was like this huge cast on the show, and it was pretty cool.
I don't know any of those shows.
Wait, what's Legend of Tomorrow?
Legends of Tomorrow is a bunch of kind of side characters from Arrow and Flash went and they do this whole like time traveling adventure. Like they have their own crazy
time travel.
Thing. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
My favorite.
Those shows are very cheesy and not the best, but they're fun to watch. They're all right.
It's good.
Yeah.
I finished watching Stranger Things.
That was a great show.
Yeah, it was a really good show. I guess it's having a season 2, I imagine, because of the way it ended.
It's coming out fairly soon, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they could have ended it. It was only 8 episodes long.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
It was very short.
How long were they?
An hour.
Oh, okay.
It's standard. Like, I'm surprised they didn't go 12 episodes.
Yeah.
If they went 12 episodes, they probably could have finished it, and it would have been really satisfying.
I feel like they do have some big ideas for that show, though. I feel like it could go in a lot of directions just because how strange it is, pun intended. But
I don't want it. Like, I say I don't want it to get big, but that's really like you never want to like nip a flower before it blooms or whatever the saying. Whatever, but I don't. There's always room for. I don't want to be cynical, right? I have a feeling the show's still gonna be great. I said the same thing about Game of Thrones. Like, oh man, I have to watch like 7 seasons of this. Jeez, when is it gonna get old? And I really liked it all the way till the end. And hopefully it doesn't go for another 7 seasons. If it does, it's still good, great. But very rarely do shows that last that long like ever end really well. It's like Dexter.
I was just gonna mention that.
Dexter like is horrible.
Shows do tend to overstay their welcome.
Mm-hmm.
A show that did it right is Breaking Bad, in my opinion. They went a few seasons. I think it was like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
But they ended it at the appropriate time. They didn't go too far. Dexter kind of took a season or two too much, and they should have ended a bit before.
Maybe shows these days are learning how to end better, or end at all, I should say.
Yeah. Like, I feel a show like Stranger Things, if they do some cool like cliffhangers and some cool twists and go maybe like 3 seasons, I'll be happy. But I don't think it should go too far.
Yeah. You can only expand so much before you start losing what made the show really good. A show itself, you lose that core value, because the core value of a show, like the themes and whatnot, can only stretch so thin, and then you have to create new themes and whatnot, and it suddenly doesn't really become the same show you started with. Whatever. It was good though. I liked it. I had a lot of fun watching it. And
I was on the edge of my seat.
Wow.
I was on the edge of my seat watching that show. Before I watched it, I did hear the acting wasn't too great, but I didn't really have a problem with it.
Really?
Yeah.
The kids were great actors. Everybody was really good.
I liked it. I heard that was a complaint.
When some characters, I'm not gonna mention anything. When some characters died, it felt really weird. Like they just died. Like, that was it.
Yeah.
They just died. I was like, wait, what? That wasn't like a grand moment or anything. Just that this big character just dies. Yep. So maybe they'll come back in season 2 somehow. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, just collected 7 Dragon Balls, switch them back.
Yeah.
It is
show, you never know.
That show is some pretty crazy sci-fi. Like,
it's cool.
Yeah.
But Stranger Things good. I also started watching The Animaniacs on Netflix.
Now that is a show.
Come on.
That is a show.
That's a classic. Super funny. I'm about like 5 episodes in the first season. It's weird because Netflix at least for the first season, their quality isn't so good because it's so old.
Yeah.
So it's kind of distracting a little, but you get over it real quick because that show is just so funny, well written. All the right humor is there. I mean, what hasn't been said about the Animaniacs?
Yeah.
It's just a really funny show.
How long did that show run for?
Gee, it was. I think it's 4 seasons.
Yeah.
It wasn't that many seasons.
I watched it all the time as a kid.
Yeah, man. I really hope someone's fact checking right now.
Definitely not me.
Yeah, but
that's definitely a show where when you watch it as a kid, so much goes over your head.
Oh, totally. But it's still really funny,
yeah,
right?
It's hilarious.
There's like the one episode I saw was the first episode with Sally, I think, the squirrel,
the
older squirrel aunt, and it's really funny because she was like an ex-cartoon actress, and she's like she has to go pick up walnuts and like steal them from a tree next door from a like a bulldog. It's all mean, and she's like just referencing all the tropes that she went through in cartoons and stuff, and it's just like winking at the audience and like really funny. It's just it's so self-aware. It's really good in that respect.
It is a very well written show.
According to Wikipedia, there's 5 seasons and 99 episodes.
Huh.
5 seasons. Okay.
Yes.
It ran for a while then.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
And then had Wacko's Wish, which was a great movie. I don't know if you saw that.
I did see that. I did see that movie.
It was
I actually had a video game. It was for the PC. Long time ago when I was a kid. It was an Animaniacs game, and there was you could choose which one you wanted to play as, Wacko, Yakko, or Dot, and each one had their own separate game.
Oh, okay.
And I think it was Wacko's was like a side-scrolling adventure game.
No.
And I would always try and play it, but it would always crash my computer.
Too much.
Made me really sad.
Too much for you. I used to like Freakazoid, the short that was on the Animaniacs. Yep. That was really funny. They had a lot of good shorts on there. There were characters I didn't like as a kid that I really like now, like the 3 pigeons. They were called
they're like the gangster pigeons.
They're
right?
Good. It was a Goodfellas reference. Oh, I can't remember.
I don't remember their names.
Should I fact check this too?
Yeah, I think it was the Good Feathers, like something like
probably
that.
Probably was.
But there's like the Joe Pesci one who's like, "Hey, are you calling short beak?" Yeah, and he's like, "No, nothing. I didn't talk Eddie." And they start beating each other. It's so funny. I love it.
They referenced a lot of celebrities in that show.
All the time. The first I think the intro talks about Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Playing the sax.
Yeah.
Like what? It's good.
Yeah, it's good feathers.
Yeah.
And Pesto, Bobby, and Squid.
It's so good.
Yeah. And that show had humor in all the right places.
Yeah. It's great. I mean, I want to watch more of it.
Yeah.
With all the stuff I'm doing right now, though, it would be tough, but whatever. Non-video game related or TV show related, even. I got an audiobook for my many car ride audio needs.
Did you go on audible.com, sponsor us?
No. Oh. Damn it, now they'll never sponsor us. But
what book did you get?
It's a Star Wars book, so none of you guys are interested, but
I'm very interested.
Thank you. Go ahead, ask me a question.
Is Darth Vader Luke's father?
Why don't you tell everybody that, Blake? No.
Oh shit, is that a spoiler?
Spoiler to Empire Strikes Back. But it's
what is the book called?
It's a new book. It's called Star Wars. Heir to the Jedi. No.
Is Jar Jar in it?
He's the Jedi.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
He's the last Jedi.
Heir, yeah. It takes place. It's the newest book that's actually in canon that takes place between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back.
It is canon?
It's canon, yeah.
Okay.
So all the new books and everything being released is canon now. Everything older has been retconned, has been destroyed, yeah, unfortunately. But it follows Luke as, like, again, in between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, and kind of what he did between there, and kind of finding his identity as, how to become a Jedi, right? Because this is even before the Emperor's, this is right after the Death Star explosion, the first one, but before he finds out, who his father is. No spoilers. And it's really cool. I love audiobooks. So
I've never bought an audiobook.
Really? They're expensive. Yeah. They're really pricey.
Are they?
Depending on, you're looking between 8 and 16 hours of content, average for audiobooks. So the prices you're looking at, it varies a lot actually, but you're looking generally between like $30 average around there for one book.
Really?
But for 16 hours of content, it's not bad. And if you get a really good one, it's a greater experience. Like, it's a better experience than reading or even watching TV, in my opinion. My favorite book series now, The Magicians, which is now a sci-fi show.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
I haven't watched the show. Actually, I watched the show last week. The first episode, I went through half of it, and I was like, nah. Just because I love the book so much, I really don't want to mess up my perception of it. But the audiobook is amazing. I got the first book thinking like, whatever. It's like, it's basically Hogwarts but college.
Yeah.
That's just basically what the synopsis is of the first book. But it's so much more than that, and the narration of it was gorgeous. The characters are great. It just brings a whole new life to it that you can just chill out to. Like if you're driving, or I remember one time I was shoveling snow. It was like in the winter. I was just shoveling snow, and I had my headphones in, and I didn't want to stop shoveling. Yeah, woohoo. I didn't want to stop shoveling because that means I have to go inside and do other things. I mean, I could listen to it more, but I'm like, man, I have other things to do.
Yeah. I'll have to look into that series. I've heard a lot about it. I've heard a lot of good things.
Really good. Recommend it. But
something
you don't read, right?
No.
What was that?
Something I recently got back into was I started watching Critical Role again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So I have to get back into that.
Critical Role is a show and or podcast. You can watch it or listen to it. It's a group of famous voice actors playing D&D. And it's really, really interesting. And it's fun to watch.
Yep. DM'd by Matthew Mercer.
Matt Mercer, yep, of McCree fame.
Of McCree fame. And many other things.
Yeah. It's Matt Mercer DMing, then there's a party of 6 people actually playing. They're all voice actors, and they're really animated, so it's fun to watch. They all play in character the whole time, or most of the time, like 90% of the time. And the story is amazing. The world Matt Mercer made for the Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
He's releasing a book of the world and everything, his own like adventure based in his world and everything.
Which is pretty cool. Yeah, the show's blown up so much that the people who made D&D recognize it, and they
it's great. Yeah, it's a really good show. I only got like 40 episodes in, and then I just dropped it.
I think I'm on 70 or 71.
What are they on? You're pretty close.
They're on like 80, early 80, like 81, 82 episodes.
Each episode's like
3 hours. So it's a lot of content.
That's what I got burnt out.
Yeah.
So I have to get back into it somehow.
Yeah, it is quite a bit of content, but it never really slows down. It's always consistent and pretty cool.
I would like to do a D&D episode of the podcast one time. I mean, Blake, I know you don't play D&D or anything.
Nope.
But that'd be interesting.
Blake, you should play D&D with us.
You should play D&D.
Yeah, I'm scared.
But why? You're satanic.
You'll see the true side of me.
Chaotic evil over here. But
D&D is always fun. You just do whatever you want. That's a great part of it.
I would like to have a guest on and talk about Matt Mercer. Come on our show.
Yeah,
talk about D&D with us.
Come on our show. You don't even have to sponsor us. Just come.
You don't even have to sponsor us. That's the best part. He doesn't tell anybody he was on the show.
No, he's not even gonna plug it.
He's not. He's not even credited in it. What's the name?
Just shows up.
Yeah. But that's cool though. I have to rewatch that.
Speaking of voice actors, there's been a voice actor strike going on.
I heard it. I don't know much about it.
Yeah, it's I heard the biggest point is that voice actors don't really get told their role before they sign their contract.
Yeah, which is weird.
They'll sign their contract for however much money and for whoever company they're working for, and then they'll get told, this is what you're going to do.
That's so messed up. How is that ever... There's got to be more to it, right?
Yeah, there are more things to the strike, but I heard that's one of the big ones. Which, it's crazy to me, because in any other acting profession, you'd obviously get told your role
You'd think you'd get full disclosure on the job you're performing.
Yeah.
That's like saying, oh, I'm going to take a construction job, right? And then signing a contract and being like, okay, now climb to the top of that skyscraper and finish the 128th floor. You're like, I didn't sign up for that, right?
I think another big part of the contract is voice actors don't get paid any portion of the sales for the game. So
what do you think about that? Should that be... I mean...
I think they were looking for every 2 million sales, which is like only huge games get that many sales. But every 2 million sales, they get a paycheck, pretty much, is what they're looking for.
I mean, that's reasonable.
Yeah. I guess that's fair. Yeah. That is fair.
I mean, I would love to be a voice actor of like Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh yeah,
throwing in the money.
But it doesn't seem too unfair. That seems like a reasonable, and to have to go on strike for it seems a little outrageous. But
yeah, I mean, voice actor strikes are not a new
Yeah, not
wasn't
at all,
there a big? Wasn't there just a huge one that just ended?
I feel like it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think even Matthew Mercer was a part of it.
Yeah,
maybe.
Because I remember there was like something where like it was going on and like I forget like some big voice actor like made comments about it at like I think maybe like the Game Awards or something. Yeah. He was like accepting an award and then he like made comments about it.
Also, fuck.
So it obviously it's recent. Is my point.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
I feel like I should know more about it. It's just an interesting topic. It's just like the industry, right?
Yeah.
It's just the problems of it. Yeah.
Quite a few problems.
Yeah. Anybody last call for shows?
No, that's about it for me.
I'm really behind on a few of my shows. I'm behind on Suits, and I'm behind on Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot's so good.
I never watched that.
Watch it.
Yeah. I watched like 9 episodes of the first season.
Yeah.
And then
how could you stop there?
I know. I just got busy.
I swear to God, if there's 10 episodes, I would drop.
No.
Okay. There's not a lot.
It's probably like 12 or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But the hour long.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is definitely one of the shows where I was on edge the entire time.
Yeah, it was really good. And then I was like, oh, look at this other thing. And then now they're in like they just finished season 2.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no.
I'm
so far behind.
You're done.
When I watched season 1, I was like, there's no way season 2 could live up to this, and it did.
Wow.
So I was pretty happy about that.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
But, I heard Westworld was good. I want to watch that.
I've never watched that.
I hear that's good.
One.
Yeah, I hear
that's good.
Time to wait till it's like 4 seasons deep to consider watching it.
Are you one of those people who waits for it to be done then binges it?
See, the term waits until it's done is very that makes it imply that I'm consciously making an effort to not watch it. No, I just forget. Yeah, I'm just like, man, too. I'm so bored. What do I do? There's like 80 shows I could watch right now. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna watch more anime. Like something I've already seen before. Right? Yeah. I'm really bad with stuff like that.
When it comes to watching stuff, I'm one of those people who hates to watch something twice.
No, me too.
I do not like to watch the same thing over and over.
I can't go to the movies twice.
Yeah. So I'll binge a series and then I'll have nothing to watch because I won't want to go back and watch something, and then I'll have to wait for something else to catch my interest. So at the moment, I don't have anything to watch.
I totally hear you. I can't rewatch something. I feel like I could be doing something else, right? Which is ironic because I don't do anything else. I don't know. It's weird. Do you rewatch shows, Blake?
Not like immediately. Like maybe after a while. It depends. I know like I've seen like for like Civil War, I saw it like 3 times in the theaters with like 3 different people.
I've rewatched like
I've never done
fights, that. Like the airplane scene or the airport scene, I should say.
Yeah.
Before, but I haven't rewatched the whole thing again. Yeah.
Should be ashamed. Great movie.
I call myself an Iron Man fan. I haven't watched Iron Man 3.5.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched Iron Man 3 since we started in the theaters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Me too, actually.
I've only seen all those movies once.
Yep. The superhero movies are kind of like the Marvel movies. Like,
I mean, I've seen like a lot of them a couple times.
Yeah.
Only because like, I've seen it like in the theaters, and then like
another friend
Ashley wants to like watch all of them, and I'm like, all right.
Who's Ashley? That's right.
My girlfriend. She's great.
That's right, everyone. He's taken.
Ashley Brugnoli.
He's taken. Don't mention last names.
I mentioned last names last week.
You got to stop doing that. What if we do get big?
Listen,
can you imagine?
No one will. If we're like, that would happen in the far future.
Archive.
And no one cares about the 5th episode of a podcast.
To be fair, the true fans do.
Can I ask you guys, sorry to interrupt, if you've heard of Poppy?
The book?
No.
Senior Poppy?
The pop singer.
No.
Oh, no.
Apparently there's a very strange thing going on with a female pop singer named Poppy. And she has a couple songs. I think she was on like an award show, like MTV award show or something.
Mm-hmm.
But she has a YouTube channel that has a couple of her music videos on it, but also has a lot of really strange videos that are like really cryptic.
It's sounding like surreal. Like...
Yes, like surreal, like weird symbolism. There's about like 80 of them. And there's all like conspiracy theories going around about this Poppy lady.
I have never heard of this.
It's really weird and interesting. And
she gonna be like a terrorist or something.
Like, people have like there's all like Illuminati symbols and stuff in it. And like I think she's trying to like portray like what it's like to be a pop star, like all the troubles, like just in a really weird artistic way.
That's deep.
I was gonna say, do you think she's just like attention.
Yeah, it's just like for some kind of like ploy or something, but there's all conspiracy theories around it, and it's really weird and interesting to watch. So that's a thing.
That's so. That
was
See,
so random. When you mentioned Poppy, the only Poppy I know is like the Poppy is a book series.
Oh.
It's about a mouse. Like I've read like 5 books in my life. Like and like Poppy is one of them, and then like I guess I like mouse related stories because there's mouse in the motorcycle too. So
I'm just very partial to the genre of mouse based literature.
Yeah. Also, Captain Underpants,
which is coming out with a movie.
Yeah. I know. I'm
going down.
Pretty hyped for that. Do you think they'll come with like they'll hand you like a flipperama?
Yeah, you just fucking flip it
and you just rip it because that's what you always do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just popped into my head. Poppy is the thing. Look it up.
Poppy from League of Legends.
Look it up. Be weirded out. Fun time.
Milk of the poppy.
Yeah.
That's so random. What the hell? Here we are talking about the archive of our legacy. And you're just like, hey, Poppy.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Is
that it popped in your head?
Yeah.
You know?
Fucking. Okay, what's that? Let's fucking.
You want to talk about new releases this past week?
Let's talk about new releases.
All right, we'll talk about Fire Emblem last.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
I have a lot to say about Fire Emblem. Don't worry about it.
All right, don't worry about it. All right, moving on, folks. All right, Disgaea 2 for the PC came out. Who played it?
Nope.
Nobody? All right.
Haven't bought it.
Digimon World.
We don't stop mentioning these games.
No, we gotta mention it for our fans. They're dying to know.
This is our third week mentioning these games.
They're dying to know. All right.
Digimon World.
All right, Digimon World 4 for PC and PS4. Who played it?
I haven't, but I'm gonna buy it soon.
You're a piece of shit.
I'm buying it when I'm done with my stuff, and I'm a piece of shit.
All right.
Yeah, I loved Digimon World, so I have to buy it.
Me too.
And I'll drop 76% Metacritic rating.
Oh, 75?
Wow, really?
76? Oh, my mistake.
That went from a C.
What was the highest rated review? Check right now.
Check right now.
All right, Colby.
Everyone,
while he's checking.
Silence. Oh yeah.
All right. So, which Digimon Worlds did you play?
Digimon World 1, Digimon World 3.
You know, I let you borrow one of my copies.
Oh yeah. I still have it.
You do?
No, I threw it away.
You did? You fucking piece of shit.
It was scratched as shit. I'm sorry.
Why'd you throw it away?
I didn't think twice. I don't.
You're a piece of shit. I never knew this.
You were never gonna play it.
I don't care.
Well, I'll just get you another one.
I don't want another one. I want mine.
You have to go in the dump.
I'm actually kind of mad.
Why are you mad?
Listen. You
let me borrow it like 4 years ago.
I don't give a shit. I let fucking Anthony borrow my SmackDown Raw 2009. And he's like, no.
Discrepancy.
I let Anthony borrow it, and then he fucking let Devit borrow it. You know, remember Devit? Fuck Devit.
Mention names here.
That's not even a name.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's racist. Anyways. And he fucking let him borrow it, and then like...
Devit break it or lose
and then Anthony like fucking sold it or something. Like, fuck him. And I was like, yo, you gotta give me the money or something, or like replace it. He's like, it's like $5 at GameStop. It's like $30 at GameStop. All right, I'm mad.
Wow.
All right,
he's really mad.
So shouts out to Anthony Rowe. All right. So what's the highest review?
So here's the thing: highest review from any site is 76%, but user reviews, all 10 out of 10s.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Well, to be fair, the only people buying that game are like Digimon fans.
That is very true. 10s and 9s. Amazing game. Takes me back to the original Digimon World on the PSX.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty much what people are saying. If you like Digimon World, it's a great game.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it.
Now you can have 2 Digimon that you can train. Oh.
Whoa.
But it's probably a good game.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
I heard the last Digimon game was really good. Cyber Sleuth.
I heard good things.
I know nothing about any Digimon past the 2nd generation. So this should be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it probably has a bunch of Digimon in it that I'm just not going to recognize from the show.
Me too.
Nope. But whatever.
Cool.
I'll pick it up when it has a price cut.
Yeah, or I'll buy it used.
Yeah, buy it used. There you go. What's next?
First, I'd like to apologize for my rant. Got a little heated.
That's okay. That's what the fans want.
It brought back some old memories.
All right. Yeah. So, Dynasty Warriors Godseekers came out for the PS4 and PS Vita.
I heard about that.
Yeah?
Godseekers.
I heard it was awful.
Awful?
It's different because it's not a Warriors game.
Oh, okay.
Traditionally, it's like a grid-based like RTS kind of thing.
Oh.
I don't know too much about it. But the intro, like the trailer, and it's like so anime. It's really weird.
As it should be.
Yeah, but it's not a traditional Warriors game. So
it's weird to have the Dynasty Warriors title on it and not be a Warriors game.
Yeah, it's like the reverse of what they've been doing with everything else.
Yeah.
So I heard it's trash.
Also came out today, Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World.
Oh, I heard about
3DS.
that. I didn't even know that
the
was
Wii U
a thing.
port.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like enhanced because it has Poochie. Although he's in, I think, the original game, but like he's more present.
A great game.
I heard mixed things. Some people love it. I haven't played it.
Well, everybody loves
a lot of games.
Kirby's.
Oh yeah, Epic Yarn.
Epic Yarn. Why did I say Woolly World?
Fucking idiot.
Get your materials right.
Yeah, I heard.
Paper Mario.
Do your research.
Yarn Kirby.
Yes.
Woolly Yoshi.
New Donk City.
New Donk City. With real people.
With real wool.
I'm hearing decent things about it. I mean, if you played Woolly World on the Wii U, it's basically the same game, but it has new amiibo support.
Oh,
like new skins. Like you can scan in Waluigi.
Waluigi, best Mario character.
Yeah. And he has and Yoshi gets like a Waluigi skin. Not like color scheme. Not like he didn't get a fucking mustache and like a hat and shit.
But when he eats things, does he go wah?
I wish.
A missed
I'm gonna say probably not. If only.
You should.
And so that came out today. But what came out the other day is Fire Emblem Heroes.
Oh yeah, let's talk about
Fire Emblem. I have a lot of things to say about Fire Emblem.
Go on.
Moving on.
I have a lot of positives and a lot of negatives.
Go on, David.
I have stuff to say too.
I shall.
I have a lot to say too, but I'll go last.
Very good.
So, just as a descriptor, Final Fantasy. Yeah.
Final Fantasy Heroes.
Great. Final Fantasy Heroes.
Come on.
Fire Emblem Heroes it's a mobile game. It's free to play, typical mobile game style. It's one of those gachapon games where it's you spend in-game currency, you get a hero 1 through 5 stars. It's random chance. Every hero has a rating, a 1 through 5 star rating. So, say I can get like a 1-star Marth or a 2-star Marth or a 3-star Marth all the way up to 5. The higher the star, the better. And it's the combat is Fire Emblem combat, but it's simplified. It's just there's a very small map. You move along the grid. You go up and attack someone, then they hit you back, and that's as complicated as this game gets.
Mm-hmm.
The speed stat, I'm still not sure what it does because in original Fire Emblems it gave you a chance to multi-hit. Yeah,
it was if you had like I believe double or more than like 1.5 the enemy speed, you attack them twice.
Yeah, and I'm not sure it works that way.
You can attack twice in this game, so I imagine it serves the same purpose. But the thing about this game is you can't miss.
Yes. So
I think there was an accuracy stat in the old Fire Emblems or something. So I don't know if they just completely got rid of it or they just gave it a different purpose.
There is no accuracy in this now.
Yeah, there is no accuracy.
So, but they have the rock paper scissors style. Like there's red units, blue units, and green units, and certain colors are better on other ones. The story is pretty much non-existent. Mm-hmm. It's you summon heroes of legend, and so does this other person, but they're evil and you're not. Go fight them. That's the entirety of the story.
Can the person you're facing have like an evil Marth or whatever?
So
yes.
It's not even you have a Marth and like they have a Marth.
Yeah, but there's no difference.
Yeah. I meant just the evil because like that's the opponent.
You can have the same characters. Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much the characters you have, they give you. You can have a party of 4 max, and they give you 6 starting heroes that are just like basic 2-star heroes. And the rest you get are just random because you spend 5 gems or orbs or whatever they're called, and you have a chance to get a random hero. And it's like 30% to be a 3-star, 50% to be a 2-star, and then it's like 3% to be a 5 or like higher than that.
I've already gotten 2 5-stars.
Yeah, I don't have any.
I got my bae. I got Tiki, 5-star Tiki.
Oh,
she turned into a dragon. She's awesome.
Yeah.
And I got a 5-star Lucina. Lucina, if you will.
It's Lucina.
I know. Well, in the Japanese version of Smash, the announcer says Lucina.
Oh.
Yeah. Fun fact.
But I mean, I'm looking at. I have 2 figures of her. I have her amiibo, and then the Figma figure, courtesy of Blake.
You're welcome.
Up there, I'm looking at now. But Yeah, she's so strong. The 5-star characters, ridiculously strong. They outclass. I have 4-star characters that are easily outclassed by them.
Yeah, 5-star characters. If you get one, you pretty much just win the game until you go to the harder difficulties. But the battles are simple. It's just kill the other team. The only obstacles really are destructible walls sometimes, and there's there'll be mountains in the way or water in the way or whatever. It's not complicated.
It isn't. Games are really fast. They could last anywhere between 2 to 5 minutes, right?
Cool.
It's really cool. Yeah. I really enjoy that. I'm not a big mobile person, a mobile gamer, so maybe I don't catch a lot of the tricks they're doing. You know what I mean? To sort of manipulate me to play more.
Yeah.
I mean, they're working because I want to play more. Right now, I just played a little. As David was talking, I'll check the stats, and I just was playing it, and I'm oh fuck,
it's so pretty fun.
It's so easy to just pick up and just put right put it down.
My pros are the art's really good.
Yeah, the art's really good.
The still art is very, very good.
Sound effects are, it has all the original sound assets.
Yep, sound assets.
That's cool. The voice probably just pull the sound bites from all the games.
Yeah. The voice acting's great.
Mm-hmm.
The combat, the characters, all that's what you know and love.
Mm-hmm.
The cons though, like any mobile game, you have energy, and you can only play so much at a certain time. Stamina, as it's called in this game. But you get 50 max stamina, and as I've seen so far, and I'm on chapter 7-ish.
Mm-hmm.
I played for a couple hours.
Yeah, same.
It hasn't gone past 50. It's a max of 50. They do give you a few stamina potions which recover your stamina, but
does it recover it full?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Yeah.
I haven't used one yet. But the battles, especially the training tower, which is how you get certain items that I'll talk about later, it's very expensive. So some of the training tower missions, which is takes 5 minutes maybe, cost 10 stamina.
Yeah.
Some of the story missions cost 8, and with a maximum of 50, that means you can only play 5 or 6 rounds a session. Mm-hmm. And the stamina recovers 1 stamina every 5 minutes.
That's that's true.
So if you want to sit down and play this for an hour, that's probably all you'll be able to play it for.
I guess it's sort of made for me in that sense, because I never sit down to play a mobile game for a while.
That's true.
I'm paranoid about my phone battery as well as I have other things to do. So when I'm playing a mobile game, it's always I have a half an hour before work. I'll sit down and play some of that, or I'm on the toilet, you know, something like that.
Yeah, but I do feel like that's what most people do. Mm-hmm. And mobile games are usually made so you don't spend too long playing. But for someone like me who was trying to figure out how this game was, and since Fire Emblem I was invested for a little while. Yeah. I ran out of stamina, and I was well, I guess that's that. Mm-hmm. There are PvP battles, and you can fight against other people's teams, but you can only do 3 of those per every so many hours.
Yeah.
So that also has a cap.
You can pay to buy crystals, which are the in-game currency to level up your characters.
Yeah. So you can buy orbs, which summon. You need 5 orbs to summon a character. Yep. And then for every consecutive summon after that,
it goes down to 4, but it doesn't go down to 3.
I think it does.
It does. It was weird. It went down to 3 when I bought after I bought my 5th one. Yeah. It was now go from that to 3. I'm but I can't continue anymore with the summoning. I think maybe you can. It will just load up a new deck because I ran out of orbs when I did that. Yeah. So maybe that was it.
So, in general, it costs 5 to summon a character. Mm-hmm. They give you 15 to start with, and then every time you beat a story mission, you get 1. Yeah. But you can buy these with real money, and they're outrageously expensive. 3 orbs is $2, which doesn't even get you a summon. Yep. And I think the most you can buy is 100 orbs for $75,
$76,
which is completely ridiculous. It's outrageous, but
should just give you all the freaking characters if you're gonna pay $75 for this.
Yeah. Game. So that's obviously another complaint. And my last complaint is the still art's very good. But when you go into the classic Fire Emblem combat, you interact with the enemy on the board, on the grid, and it shows you attack them. It's kind of like a weird chibi flash animation style, and it doesn't really look that great.
It is kind of weak, especially because I started the game after I did some summonings. I got some sword based characters, and every character has skills, specials and stuff. Yeah. And I had 2 characters. Actually, one, Lucina, she has one called Full Moon, where she grows up in the sky and she comes down and slices. Mm-hmm. I had another swordsman, I forgot her name, it was from a game I never played, who has an air slash where she jumps up in the air, comes down, and does a slice. And it's the same exact animation. The only difference is when Lucina does it, like a moon appears behind her, like faded in the background. It is, but like the animation doesn't change at all. So like all the sword people have the same sort of animation and the lances.
It's the same with the other types of characters.
But to be fair, how much can you really expect out of a mobile game? Yeah. So I mean, the game sounds good, feels really good.
Yeah.
It looks good. So, aside from that little discretion, I don't mind it, but I can see where you have a problem with it.
Yeah. It's not a bad game, and if you like Fire Emblem, you should get it. But
yeah, it's free.
If you don't like Fire Emblem, I would probably say pass.
Really? Yeah. Yeah. I guess honestly, yeah, because you're not gonna recognize all the fanfare it does for you. Like, you're like, who's this character? To be fair though, I've come across characters I don't know, and But as a fan, I'm like, man, I really want to play the game they're in, so I can get them in their game and see more about their story and stuff like that. It's a cool. Oh, the story's horrible. Story doesn't exist. Game. Yeah, doesn't exist. It's rotten. But again, nobody expected a good story out of it.
It's pretty much what I expected.
Yeah,
but it's not awful. It's not horrible, but it's not amazing.
So if this wasn't free to play, how much would you pay for it? Like, what's your max?
If this was not free to play, I wouldn't buy it. But that's only because the business model it currently has.
Yeah.
If this wasn't free to play and it had no microtransactions, I'd pay like $5 for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say, like no microtransactions, because that'd be like really fucked.
Yeah. If it was easier for me to get heroes, then I'd pay $5 for it.
I'd pay $5. Yeah. Between 5 and 10 maybe.
Yeah.
10 would be really pushing it.
Speaking of $10, Super Mario Run. Less than 10% of the people who play that game bought it, and it's $10.
That's also that's still 4 million.
That's true. Yeah. No, it made them a lot of money.
Yeah,
but not a lot of people.
Yeah, it had like 78 million downloads and like.
Ooh.
I mean, like 7 that's still a shit ton of money.
Yeah, I know, that's awesome.
It is. But
yeah, good for them. All to make Mario and or Toad and or Yoshi and or Luigi and or Peach run.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's more characters.
But in Fire Emblem, I think it's way too much for the orbs. They charge way too much.
They do.
Because even if they get a ton of people invested in this game, which I might be one of those people who gets invested, I don't think a lot of people are going to spend money on it. Just because,
you'd be surprised.
$2 doesn't even buy you a summon. Like, that doesn't even get you a character.
It's ridiculous.
It
wasn't like Pokemon Go where I actually spent money on that. It was the only mobile game I've ever spent money on.
Yeah,
and it was just to buy some more Pokeballs.
Yeah,
and some lures because I wanted more Pokemon.
But it was cheap. It was pretty cheap. It was like $1.
Fire Emblem doesn't. Maybe it's just I don't have the brand loyalty as much as some other people, but I don't care about the characters enough to like pay money to see if I can randomly get.
But if they were like $1 per hero if they were like pay 99 cents and you get a random hero, I'd be like, okay, I'd spend a few dollars.
That'd be dangerous, and that'd be. Yeah. I don't know if it didn't have the star system. I'd be more inclined to do that because I paid $1 and I get a 2-star.
I'd probably still do it though. Like $2 not even getting me a chance, opposed to $1 getting me a chance. Like I'd probably spend a few bucks.
Yeah. It's a good game. I really like it.
Pretty good.
What are your thoughts on Fire Emblem Heroes?
Blake.
Well,
Blake. What do you think, Blake?
Yeah. Funny story about that.
Blake.
I didn't play it, nor did I download it.
What?
Get out! Get out!
You were the one who told us it was available to download.
I know. I was giving you guys a heads up. Never once did I say I was going to download it and play it. The joke's on you guys.
I'm going to edit the clip. Never.
Let me just tell you a fact that's staying in this podcast, and we're not editing it out.
I'm ready.
When we came to pick up Blake, he was pooping.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I said, what else could you be doing? You have time to download Fire Emblem right now while you're on the toilet. That's when everyone else is playing it.
Do you know what he said? He said he was Snapchatting.
I was on Snapchat. I was on Twitter. Read it for a couple seconds.
Twitter/Keep Tappin X. Is that what you're
That's what you're doing?
Yes.
Oh, that sounds
Follow us on Twitter. But yes, I did not download it.
Are you planning on?
No.
Oh.
I'll be honest.
That's a bummer.
There it is.
That's a bummer because I like talk because you and I can talk about Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
It's the only like JRPG style game I can talk to you about.
But what is
like we're not talking about it, Colby.
What is stopping you from downloading it?
I just don't really care about Fire Emblem that much. I liked Awakening.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to buy the what do you call it?
Fates.
The special edition for Fates because it had all 3 games.
Yep.
And then after Nintendo like released 5 copies of it, and I wasn't able to get one, I was like,
That was it?
Yeah.
That was it.
The
end of an era.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably play Fates eventually, but I don't really care as much about Fire Emblem.
I get you. I totally get it.
I get you.
That game can be a little.
And plus, I don't need another game to take me away from other games I haven't played. You know.
That's true. And
the last thing I need.
Fire Emblem isn't really a time sink, but Fates in particular, you're talking about playing like 3 games. Like,
yeah, that's a lot of time.
Yeah.
Heroes is fun. Cool. I like it a lot. Yeah. It's cool, and they could have easily made it a lot worse. They could have made it way more cash cow. It definitely is a cash cow, but it's a mobile game.
It's a cool time sink.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right, very good. What's next?
All right, so switching to wait. Actually, before we switch to the news, Colby, yes. Did you download the Yu-Gi-Oh game?
Duel Links.
Did you, Colby?
Yeah. You
can't download it right now.
No, I did not.
You're a piece of shit. All right, let's go to the news.
Blake, did you download the Yu-Gi-Oh?
Let's go to the news.
I have it.
Let's go to the news. So, Nintendo had a what do you call it? Like a financial briefing for investors and shit, and they released a bunch of new information.
Yes.
So there's only a couple things there's only a couple things of note. So, for all you Animal Crossing fans out there, the mobile game planned for this fiscal year, which is up until March, or at least the end of March, they said they were going to release Fire Emblem, which they did, and an Animal Crossing mobile game of sorts, which we have no information about.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it got delayed till next fiscal year, which is April onwards. So.
Do you think it's going to be like a legit, full-fledged Animal Crossing game?
It would be silly to do that.
Yeah.
Although they made basically like quote unquote full version of Fire Emblem for portable.
Full, yeah.
I think it would be more like.
Is that what they call it?
I'm sure they want to make one for the Switch.
Yeah.
And maybe it'll be like a companion app of sorts.
Maybe, yeah.
Because they said they just want their mobile games to entice people to buy the real version.
Yeah.
And transitioning onto that, it really worked because so Sun and Moon, it came out November. Mm-hmm. It already sold 14.69 million copies. So let's put that in perspective.
Is that both of them combined?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pitiful. No.
X and Y came out in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
That sold 16 million copies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I believe
and that was
a huge
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Sun and Moon already has 14 million copies.
That's ridiculous.
It's insane.
That is ridiculous.
And I think it's because Pokemon Go launched Pokemon back into the stratosphere. Even though Pokemon Go went right into the
it's dead now.
The bargain bin.
Virtually dead.
Yeah.
It launched Pokemon Pokemon Go was such a strange phenomenon. I never played it because I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Everyone was playing it.
It was quite literally an explosion.
Yeah.
Where it just boom and then gone.
That was more than a game. That was like a social event.
Yeah. I would be driving and I'd see like people on the street playing it. I'm
Everyone.
What the fuck is this?
I was with
this
my
is
friends
so weird.
walking around. This old guy was like, "What are you guys doing playing? What is that? The Pokemon?" Like I was like legit like Pokemon.
Yeah.
And my friend had to explain what Pokemon was.
Yeah,
like you capture creatures and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like 1996 all over again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'd be walking around playing it and like parents and their kids would be outside, like, and the parents would be like, "Oh, you playing Pokemon?" I'd be like, "Yeah." Like everyone knew.
Fun story. David and I, or a group of friends, were walking down the street at night playing Pokemon Go, and we were just walking on the on the sidewalk, and we were just like, "Whoa, look, there's like a Jinx across the street, ha ha ha!" And then right in front of us, it was just a crash.
Oh my god!
Right in front of us.
That happens.
Like right next to us. Like
were they trying to get Jinx?
Probably.
Yeah, they were just like, "Gotta get that fucking Jinx."
It was insane.
It was awesome. It was so cool.
But, yeah, Pokemon Go.
I mean, not the crash. The crash wasn't all. I don't know. It was a good story. Yeah. Nobody got hurt. It wasn't like
it was fine.
Flip
That's good.
carnage. But it was just like a really bad fender bender.
Yeah,
it is really funny. But
yeah, Go was an event. No matter where you went, no matter what time it was. And I remember there were people robbing people at Pokestops, and everyone was calling them Team Rocket.
It's like, oh, you Team Rocket.
You know what ruined? I mean, there are a lot of things that ruined that game for people. What ruined it for me was, What ruined it for me was, like any game, once everybody wasn't a beginner,
Yeah.
And, people just power played it. That's when it stopped being fun. It's like, look, I got this. And it's like, yeah, well, I got like the evolution of that. That's way stronger. And stuff like, well, I'm sorry, I just don't have enough time to like get that stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I have a job.
what killed it for me is that certain areas that had more Pokestops and more gyms and more Pokemon in general around, that those people were just way more powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Like around my house, there's nothing. There's no wild Pokemon. There's no Pokestops. There's no gyms. There's nothing. But people that were in the city had everything.
Yeah.
And it was hard.
It's that's it, right? Like, and you couldn't participate in gyms because your Pokemon just sucked in comparison.
Yeah.
You had to throw yourself at it 1 billion times. They did nothing to accomplish.
And there was no way to get enough candies because there were no wild Pokemon around.
Yep. But it was fun, right?
It was really fun while it lasted. Niantic kind of killed it a bit.
Yeah, didn't they like screw up the tracking?
They got rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because my friend Chris used to play it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Chris. And like after like he'd be like, every time I see him at work, he's like, "Oh, you play Pokemon Go?" I'm like, no, I don't give a shit. But he's like, "Yeah, I just fucking stayed up till like 4:00 in the morning, like running around with my friends and playing fucking Pokemon Go."
Yeah.
And then like one day I was like, "Oh, you play Pokemon Go?" He's like, "Nah, they messed up the tracking."
Done.
Like dead turkey, like cold.
Yeah.
Wow. Cold turkey.
Cold turkey.
What happened was when the game first released, the tracking worked.
Yeah.
It was if they were far away, it was 3 paw prints. Closer to 2, when they were right by you, was 1. And then they screwed it up so it never changed. The paw prints didn't change, and then they just got rid of the tracking.
Why?
So without the tracking, it's not a scavenger hunt anymore. It's just aimlessly walking around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it ruins the whole fun.
You wouldn't have people congregating to one spot because the Pokemon wasn't collecting there.
Which just ruined the community aspect of it, which just killed the game. And then they said that they were going to add like the big like wild legendary Pokemon. They never did that.
Yeah, they never did the big
It's in
events.
like the data.
Yeah.
But
they never did it.
Yeah, too late. Too little, too late. Do you think if they bring it back, they're waiting until spring, summer? Like,
it would make sense.
Well, they
to like try to like relaunch it.
I think they added 2nd gen.
Only the baby Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like if you get eggs, they can hatch like Pichu.
Yeah.
Elekid.
Do you guys think it could get big again if they release it like as like an annual sort of thing? Like they.
Not like a Pokemon Go 2, but like maybe like as a huge like commercial push.
Generation 2, right? Yeah. Like coming out,
I can see it.
If they had a huge advertising presence with it, and if they say in the ad, new Pokemon, new tracking system, if they did that, then maybe it could blow up again.
Just new features overall. Yeah. I think after Gen 2 though, they're done. Because that's when Pokemon starts to fall off for mainstream.
If Nintendo just developed it instead of Niantic.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the state of the game is like right now. So maybe they did better.
My sister still plays it.
Really?
Because she just walks for exercise, so she plays it while she's walking.
Oh, sure.
And they came out with like they added Ditto and they added like they still update it.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It's virtually dead.
I mean, you say that, but it's still like highest like in the top 10 highest grossing.
Yeah, it is.
Like each month.
I say dead. It's relative.
Like,
I'm saying
the community,
like as like like a huge population of like it's like unheard of.
As a community,
like, you still play Pokemon?
The community aspect of it's dead.
Yeah,
like it was a phenomenon. Now it's just kind of.
I mean, no one's playing it. Part of it's because it's a shitty game.
Well, yeah,
it's not. It's barely even a freaking game, right? Like you just go around and maybe catch your Pokemon, and the battle system's stupid. Like, there's no trade. Do they put trading in it finally, or
no?
Not yet.
I know. Trading and battling other people is like the main aspect of Pokemon that's not even part of the game.
Yeah, maybe they could put that in like a relaunch or something.
Yeah, in the Gen 2 release, you can battle and trade with your friends.
Because I'm sure like they know like, oh, this game fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
We gotta like...
You know what they should do?
Work on it.
If they do trading, don't do like an online trading, right? You know how they have the Wonder Trade and stuff like that online? Just do it like local. So you have to, like when people around, maybe you can like throw it out there, right? Like there's like maybe you can have a Pokemon on queue be like, oh, I have this Snorlax for trade, right? And then people could look through a list while they're out, and if you're nearby, they see, oh, this person has a Snorlax. They don't have to meet up and be like, yo, what's up? You want to trade? But it's just like be relatively in the area and then you know press
within like the radar range of them,
exactly. That'd be pretty cool.
And they should revamp the battle system and just make it turn based like it should be, and not make it what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
weird dodge.
But like, why did they make it the way it was?
Because that would require like them making an actual game.
Because I guess they just wanted to go like be over like super quick battles.
I guess, but Pokemon battles that don't take long.
6 by 11 grid and whatever the grid
I still won't play it.
Yeah.
I don't care about it.
But
it was very fun.
Why would you ever jump into it now?
I know.
If they completely changed the game, I would play it. But as it is, I would not play it.
Man, Pokemon.
Good times.
Pokemon.
I was part of the hype train.
Me too. I was too. Mm-hmm. I went to the beach and caught like 20 Magikarp. I did all that stuff. I went to the zoo.
Just going around. Yeah. It's cool.
Like, you'd have stores that would be like, oh, if you like show me like a fucking Pikachu, you get a discount.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. Or like, don't come, like, this isn't a Pokemon Go place, stop loitering.
And like Target, like in front of Target, those like giant red statue ball things.
Yeah.
They would decorate it as a fucking Pokeball.
Yeah.
Like, what is this fucking Pokemania from the 90s?
I was driving by a church near my house, and the sign when Pokemon Go was big, it was like, spend less time catching Pokemon and catch Jesus in your heart.
Oh my God.
I'm not even joking. It was a quote along those lines using that pun.
That's great.
I was just like, wow, this is, even God is talking about Pokemon Go.
Yeah, Pokemon hadn't been that big since the 90s at all. Like that was...
It was really crazy.
It was equal to the original Pokemon Blowout, like when it got crazy.
It was really cool.
Yeah,
it was cool.
It was really nice. But yeah, like you were saying, their mobile games are meant for you to buy their main games. That is their purpose.
Yeah.
And X and Y went crazy, and Go went crazy, and Sun and Moon sold a ton. So yeah, it worked.
So yeah, I forgot our original point. I mean, that was our original point, but we were talking about
mobile games.
Yeah,
Nintendo Mobile.
Because we went from Animal Crossing to that. Yeah.
They said that they were planning to release 2 to 3 mobile games a year. Nintendo.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is interesting.
Non-specific.
Yeah.
But I can see, like, I don't know, like, what they would do for mobile games.
Here's the
other franchise. Like, what, like, franchise-wise?
No. I have an idea. Hire me, Nintendo. WarioWare for the mobile. And what it is just a mix of just, like, party games on the phone. Like, like, headbands and, all those, like, charades and all silly things like that.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
Yeah. It would sell, like, hotcakes.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Hire David.
Fun party game. Hire me.
Sponsor.
I'll make your games.
Star Fox would be a really lame one.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what they would do for like Zelda or anything.
For Zelda?
Like maybe like a fucking.
The only thing I could think of was a companion
like an endless runner with like you on Epona or something.
Well, they already have a runner.
Just like I know but like Temple Run.
Yeah. With, like the carrot like.
Yeah, maybe.
Or like
it'd be terrible.
What would they do for like Metroid, Zelda? What would they do for those games?
Oh, Metroid's easy, rail shooter, but you tap whatever you shoot.
Listen, if we get a Metroid game and it's not on Switch and it's on the fucking mobile, people will burn Nintendo to the ground. Yeah,
I'll burn them down. I won't even want to buy a Switch. I don't even want a Switch, and I'll kill them.
What are the Yoshi?
What about Yoshi?
Yoshi game?
He's a cool guy.
Yoshi.
Just Yoshi, yeah.
Wasn't the original Yoshi game like a fucking Tetris clone? Like Yoshi's Cookie?
Yoshi's Cookie, I had that game.
Oh, yeah.
I owned
Maybe they could do a reboot of that.
Yeah.
Kirby, you could do another, what's the one where you draw the line to make them move? It's like
Canvas Curse?
Yeah, Canvas Curse.
The one for Wii U.
That would easily be made into a mobile game.
Did you know that, speaking of Yoshi's Cookie, that Eggman from Sonic had his own type of game like that? It was called...
Yes, I did not know that.
Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Yep.
Oh, okay,
yeah. I played that game like crazy. That was a fun game. It was like a match 3 Tetris mix.
I could see them like making a Yoshi game like that.
Yeah.
What are there other bigger?
F-Zero.
Dr. Mario.
Yeah, they'll never make an F-Zero game again.
Nope.
And it makes me sad. Good.
It wasn't really a peak.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty. Fine, whatever. It was pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, Nintendo has a lot of franchises to go off. I mean, releasing 2 to 3 years are good. Good job, Ron. Because, that means we're pretty much assured quality.
Yeah, and they usually come up with innovative ideas, so they'll think of something.
Usually,
yeah. Well, either way, whether it's good or bad, it's innovative.
Yeah.
I want to try the Mario Runner game.
I played the first 3 levels are free.
Yeah.
And I tried the first 3 levels. It's all right.
It's all right. Yeah.
It's not on Android yet, so you have to wait.
It feels weird because you can't run backwards, but it's okay. Not bad. I wouldn't pay
official
$10
review.
for it.
I haven't played it yet because I'm a terrible Nintendo fan.
I would not pay $10.
All right.
But anyway.
Cool.
So also a part of that news briefing, the Nintendo president Kimishima says the Switch's online service will be priced at 2,000 to 3,000 yen, which is roughly like $17 to $26 yearly.
Yearly, yeah.
So that they'll probably do like $20.
Yeah, probably be around $20.
which I'm fine with. Yeah. Isn't Xbox Live and PSN like 50? Like PlayStation Plus, like $50, $60?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have to pay online to play with people on PlayStation.
You shut your whore mouth.
Yeah, that is true that you don't have to, but $20 a year really isn't bad at all.
No, that isn't.
That's a good price.
Isn't. Wow, my voice is going crazy today.
Whoa.
You gotta gargle. Gargle.
I don't have anything to gargle.
Whose water is that?
Not mine.
Oh God.
Don't.
Whose water is that?
Don't gargle. But good price.
Yeah. Because people are like, oh, fucking $50 a year. It's gonna be like Xbox Live.
That's what I
assumed it was gonna be a monthly.
That'd be stupid.
I just heard paid online. And I was like, that sucks.
Yeah.
But now $20 a year is pretty good.
I agree.
Yeah. Pay for online. What am I, a console gamer?
Yeah, that's
disgusting.
True. I was playing on my PC and not pay anything.
Yeah.
Besides my internet fee, that's way over the price.
Oh wait.
But, you know, don't worry about that.
I file my taxes.
So in some other news, non-Nintendo related.
Oh.
On this podcast, no.
Yeah. Square Enix released the cover art for Kingdom Hearts 1.5 plus 2.5.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Wait, what were you talking about? What were you thinking I was talking about?
The Final Fantasy.
Oh, Zodiac Age?
Yeah, and stuff.
Oh, we're not talking about that yet. Spoilers.
Retracting statement.
But yeah,
they messed up the cover art.
Yeah, they screwed up the box art.
Sound's hand isn't there.
So on the 1.5 box art, on the top part it shows Xion, and
Axel
on the left,
Roxas.
Axel and Roxas, for 358/2, and
spoiler alert, she doesn't have a left hand.
Yeah, because like in the original cover art, that's where the Kingdom Hearts logo was, but for the 1.5 plus 2.5 cover art, they have like both cover arts
Spliced together.
Yeah, spliced together like side by side. It kind of looks cheesy.
Yeah,
they probably should have made like a new cover art for both of them, but like they had to put the Kingdom Hearts logo like in the top, like above the two cover arts, and when they moved it, I guess they never like had Xion, like they never made her a left hand because the cover. Yeah, like because the logo is covering her hand, so like, oh, we don't have to like make her hand.
Yeah, so she doesn't have a hand.
Although it was also covering like Mickey's leg, and Mickey always had a leg.
They can't mess up Mickey.
Yeah, of course, dude. Nintendo, Disney will kill them.
Yeah. So if they had to mess up a character, it had to be their own character.
Yeah.
So they took her hand off.
And plus, Xion doesn't really exist.
No, but she's so good in the manga.
She doesn't exist. She's not a real person.
No.
For multiple reasons. She's a video game character. Get over it.
Yeah.
Life.
But yeah, then they like a couple days later they released it and like a new version. And they gave her a hand. No, actually, no, they didn't even give her a hand. They like moved, like they zoomed in a little, and like they made like the like the cover art has like checkers, like a checkers design.
Yeah.
Like there's white and black squares.
Yeah.
They just moved one so like it covers her hand. I was like,
they sure gave her like just a funky robot hand, just something totally nothing explained. Just
like Luke's hand.
Luke's hand, or just like a Gatling gun like on her hand.
That's what they should have done. Missed opportunities.
Yeah. Get on it, Stweenix.
See, that was cool.
More
other news.
More Final Fantasy news.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 12.
Yeah.
Zodiac Age.
Zodiac Age coming out July 11th. I assume in the Americas.
That's going to be my excuse to actually... I think it is worldwide.
About Zodiac Age, is it just an HD version or do they add stuff?
So what it is, it's an HD version of Final Fantasy 12.
Yeah.
But Japan was the only system, or the only country that got the Zodiac system, which was like the new level up system and everything like that. So that's in the final game, along with like other stuff I don't know. But
very cool.
It's probably going to be like my excuse to actually play through that game, because I always stop at the same part in that game. I don't know why. But
12 was good. 12 was an underrated game.
Yeah, people say it's like Star Wars, so
I
should really love that game, and I really love it when I play it. But it's JRPG. When you put it down, you can't pick it back up.
Yeah, I feel you.
So
but the story is Star Wars.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Spears.
Oh, I'm so happy.
But remember, when playing through that game, the only way to get the best weapon in the game is to not open certain treasure chests along the entire way.
That's rough.
It is. I played through that game multiple times, and that is a teaching.
Do you have to do something to get the weapon after that?
You have to go through a dungeon and get it. But the dungeon,
too much work.
The dungeon isn't that bad, and it's pretty short. It's just like starting from the very beginning of the game, there are certain treasure chests you can't open.
Maybe I'll look that up when
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
That game was really hard. I remember when I was younger.
It's pretty difficult.
But maybe better now.
It was their first foray into action RPG.
Mm-hmm. It's cool.
It was really slow paced action, but it was fun.
Sorry,
keep interrupting.
No.
I thought they were going to announce the chest.
The $1,000 collector's edition.
What's your chest?
I really need a price on that stat.
I need that in my life.
I agree. Anyways, they also released a new key art for the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yep.
It looks awesome.
It does.
It looks cool.
It does look pretty
that
sweet.
Cool image of Cloud with like Sephiroth on the back, being like, huh.
Yep.
So there was some news about the Final Fantasy VII remake, which I didn't write down. David, go.
Oh, well, there was an interview with the lead designer of the game, Nomura. Yeah,
I think,
and he
he
pretty much said they're not too far into development.
Yeah.
The development is still around the stage of them designing Midgard, and
it is a big place.
It did take up the whole first disc of that game.
Yeah. And they said that there's going to be quite a while between chapter releases, and they're trying to find ways to keep people enticed between chapters.
I don't think that would be a problem.
It's Final Fantasy VII.
It's Final Fantasy VII. Everyone's
There's no way. Oh man, I forgot Final Fantasy VII was a thing.
Yeah. So say like between chapters 1 and 2, there's like 8 to 12 months, which is a long time, but it's expected because it's Square Enix.
I think they're learning from Hitman.
Yeah,
that was a big I mean, not nearly as big as Final Fantasy, but Hitman was episodic, and a lot of people just forgot about that game mid-episode.
What's Hitman? Exactly.
But,
barcode guy.
Yeah, barcode guy.
I think
you scan them at the supermarket.
I think each episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be about 40 hours. So not only
fucking crazy, dude.
That's what they originally proposed, 30 to 40 hours between.
They said it was a full-length game.
Yeah. So
what the fuck?
So not only does it take most people a long time to play games that are that long, but there's not going to be that much time between when they finish chapter 1 and when chapter 2 comes out. All they really have to say is it's coming, and that's all people need.
Yeah.
Is Nomura like Sakurai, in which he has a death wish because he just wants to overwork himself to death?
Well, possibly. I know Sakurai has like hand problems, so it's like, please stop working on games. Please go on vacation. But I mean, Nomura like originally did Final Fantasy Versus, right? Yeah, Final Fantasy Versus 13.
Yeah.
RIP that, and then he got kicked off.
15.
Yeah, but
right.
And then it's like, all right, you're only doing Kingdom Hearts 3.
He works on so many.
I mean, he's only on 2.
Man.
Huh?
Well,
he's done
Kingdom
a lot
Hearts,
of stuff.
Well, like at the moment, we don't know what he's fucking working on, but like Kingdom Hearts 3 and.
I don't mean at present time. I just mean like.
In general.
This is a history.
Yeah.
He's always like working on something huge, right?
But now that 15's out, the DLC is either developed or almost done being developed.
Yeah.
And 12 Zodiac Age is probably finished developed.
Yeah.
Then the only projects they really have are 7 Remake and Kingdom Hearts 3.
Only.
We know about.
Well, I know.
Yeah, that we know.
I know. I say only, but usually they have like 5 projects at a time.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
that's gotta be stress. Imagine just having one of those games over as a the main developer, where if shit goes wrong, they're looking at you, right?
Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7 Remake are the 2 most nostalgia based games you could possibly produce, besides maybe like Half-Life 3.
Yeah, that's true.
So the stress must be incredible. Yeah,
I don't envy them. I don't.
No, I don't either. But
yeah,
I agree.
Hopefully they're both good.
Yeah. They also released a new Kingdom Hearts 3 screen, like an homage, like where Sora has the Keyblade behind his back.
Yeah. The Star Seeker one.
Yeah.
In front of Jensen's tower.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah. Hopefully we get more news on that. Because we're supposed to get some more news after 2.8 comes out.
Said it wasn't very
and it came out. So I'm waiting.
One more thing about the Final Fantasy VII Remake. He said the next big announcement would be at a convention. I know that's
probably E3 at Sony's conference.
I know it's vague. He didn't say which convention.
And a couple months ago, he was like, "Yeah, we're not very far." Like he's like, with
maybe he's full shit. And he's like, "Oh yeah, it's out tomorrow."
Yeah,
then pull Bethesda, Sega Saturn.
Sega.
I would love if they did that. Because most games nowadays we find out when it's going to be released months in advance, and by then there's so many like leaks and like spoilers and stuff. I wish they would just be like, it's coming out tomorrow, like next week it's out.
There's no way that wouldn't be leaked though.
I know.
There'd be like copies at like a Best Buy like fucking storeroom.
Yeah.
Also, it's like from a marketing standpoint, what a horrible idea.
Yeah.
That's why I mentioned the Sega Saturn, because that's what Sega did. How much hype it's coming out today. And they're like,
how much hype do you have to build for Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 7?
It's true. It's enough time to give people time to prepare for it, right? Financially and I know I'm taking the day out of work to, I can't get Colby. You haven't been in work for 2 weeks. I beat it. I need to beat it again.
Like I remember when Birth by Sleep came out for the PSP. You were just locked.
I was done.
You were locked.
I think I skipped school for it.
Yeah.
I did not.
Like, where's Colby today? Oh, he's playing Birth by Sleep. Oh, okay.
Just look at the release date. Like, done. I'm out. Yeah, it's an event, man. It's like
I've done that before.
Some people have the Super Bowl. I think Super Bowl's
it's Sunday.
Yeah. Some people have their Super Bowl, and I have my Kingdom Hearts release.
There you go.
For this one.
Yeah, I feel you.
But also, all this Kingdom Hearts, all this Final Fantasy news came out because this past week on January 30th was the 20th anniversary of Final Fantasy 7.
Yeah.
So guys, what are your memories? I've never played it, so you guys can talk about it.
My fondest memory of that game is not finishing it.
There you go. David, go.
My fondest memory of that game isn't the first time I played it. It's actually when I went back to replay it about 4 years ago and realized how terrible the graphics were, and I couldn't get through it.
The game's graphics are awful.
Yeah, the worst. Because back then I didn't care, because it was alright. Yeah. But now, the PS1 is kind of like a system that's in this weird place between okay graphics and pixel graphics.
It was the polygon era.
Yeah, and it really just doesn't translate well to like now. It just doesn't.
Like a lot of N64 games that aren't first party look like crap too. But PS1 was like notorious for having really awful looking.
Like Final Fantasy 6, I can go back and play because it's like 16-bit.
Yeah.
And Final Fantasy 10, I can go back and play because it's like PS2 era.
Even 8 was pretty good.
8 and 9 are okay.
Yeah.
But 7 is it's just his hands are square.
Yeah.
He has like little it looks like a tube of toothpaste that was like squeezed out on like one end and it's like run out. It's gross.
It's pretty bad.
I got to the third disc and again.
How many discs are there? 4? 3? Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3. Yeah. And typical RPG thing that I do, I put it down. I just didn't pick it back up.
Yeah.
Should be
looking
ashamed.
at you, Persona 3. I'll beat you one day. I'm at the end.
No, you won't.
I won't.
Yeah. Games like that are so hard to pick up once you put down. You just can't put them down.
The game's good though. Final Fantasy 7. I had a lot of fun with it, except this one time I was going through the overworld and there's an event happened where Yuffie comes in, steals all your materia, and then you have to chase after her. And I was like, I didn't see this coming at all. And I ran up the world map to get her. I came into and I was like, oh man, it'd be really stupid if they threw me into a random encounter. Wait, and I died and I got a game over and I hadn't saved in a while.
That's it.
I got fucked, and from that day forward, I was just like, I hate you, Yuffie, you stupid ninja piece.
She'd show up in Kingdom Hearts, you're like, fuck you.
Yeah, I'm just like, freaking, I hope Squall or just or Leon.
So here's the question.
Yeah.
So obviously we didn't have this podcast when the Final Fantasy VII remake came out. So what do you think of it not being an RPG or a traditional RPG, the remake?
I was skeptical at first. After playing 15, I'm excited.
Oh yeah, definitely. The 15 fight combat system is so good.
I heard it was going to be a mixed battle system between Dissidia and Kingdom Hearts, which pretty much means that pretty much means Final Fantasy 15.
We got excited there. Dissidia's amazing
that's
game.
That's what they said.
Amazing game. Kingdom Hearts is obviously great.
Mm-hmm.
Basically take Final Fantasy 15 and just add the materia system into it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Awesome. Make magic better. Or more useful.
I would rather it play like that, honestly. I like turn-based games, but seeing as I've already played all those characters turn-based, and now being able to play them action style, I like that. Yeah,
and people were like, when that news came out originally, people were like, oh, but, I want it to be turn-based. Well, play the fucking original.
Yeah.
Though, it'd be nice if you could play as the other characters and you weren't just stuck with Squall, because he only has one weapon. It isn't not just sweet. I mean, Squall. Wow.
Wrong game, my friend.
He's my favorite.
Cloud
is
it confirmed you can only play as Cloud?
No, it isn't.
Okay.
I'm just saying if it's like Final Fantasy 15, because it'd be really difficult to make different characters playable throughout the whole thing.
Maybe that's why it's taking forever.
I don't maybe because if I want to play as Vincent, he has two guns, like two shotguns.
That's like a completely different like battle system compared to Cloud. You know,
it reminds me of like how like Devil May Cry would play when you switch to like gun mode with Dante, and you know that'd be a cool way to do it. But or Barrett, like maybe I want to play as Barrett, you know, or Yuffie, Tifa.
I do have a feeling they're gonna keep the only play as Cloud, have everyone else be allies, kind of the 15 style, because they already developed
that. Really hurts it though, because again, Cloud only uses one weapon. It's not like Noctis where you can switch between all the different.
He does have a lot of skills though to use, and that'd probably be like combos.
Do you think they would just make it so he can switch weapons?
I mean, maybe
that'd be weird. Like to see Cloud use a gun.
He
is part of Soldier. He could do it.
He could, but I don't know if they would do that because the Buster Sword's so iconic.
I think he had a gun in Crisis Core. He's never used it.
Oh yeah,
maybe I don't know. So,
no.
But whatever.
We'll see.
Cool.
I think it looks cool. I'll probably pick it up and never play it because that's
I'll pick it up and spend too much time playing it.
Yeah.
I'm glad we have it, and I'll put it down and never pick it back up.
So, still on the topic of Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy 15 got some news.
Yep. DLC announced.
Yeah, episode Gladio,
yeah.
Gladio, okay.
Gladiolus,
yeah.
But
Gladiolus.
That's coming out March 28th.
Yep.
I'm not. Is it coming out worldwide 28th?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Also, on that day, there's gonna be a patch that says I don't know because I haven't played the game obviously. So it says improvements to Chapter 13. Does that ring any bells?
Chapter 13 is this weird chapter in the game where the entire it becomes very linear and it almost turns into like a horror game.
Yeah, let me explain a little about Chapter 13. So I won't spoil anything, but it pretty much they take away your weapons.
Okay.
And it becomes like a dark corridor and things are chasing you, and the action of the game, like the fighting, which is the best part, just they strip it from the game. And the chapter is the longest chapter in the game. And it's really just not fun. And the story bits in it are not that great.
I powered through it. A lot of people had trouble with it, and you have the ring of the Lucii.
Yeah, they give you a ring that kind of like you can like absorb people in it.
You can cast a death.
Damn.
Yeah, but like you don't get your swords or like any of your cool weapons.
So yeah, I mean it's really cool though, and a lot of people hate it. I just powered through it, but I want to see what changes they make to it. Because I don't know how you can. It was so linear. What sort of changes can you make? You'd have to rebuild it, right?
I think they planned on changing the story elements in it. They were going to add cutscenes.
Oh, you mean like that stupid Prompto thing that they messed up royally?
The story bits in that chapter are horrible.
Yeah.
So if that's what they change, I won't complain. The thing is, I already beat the game. Yeah. So I'll have to play through the game again to see what they changed.
I mean, they're coming out with a New Game Plus mode they talked about.
I think
it's not.
I think that is out.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, cool. I think that is out.
That's cool. Any other Final Fantasy?
Also, on February 21st, there's going to be a 1.05 patch for Final Fantasy 15, which adds the 1080p 60 frames per second PS4 Pro update.
Okay.
I'm surprised they didn't have that already.
I don't know.
It also adds.
Yes.
You quiet, David.
Wow.
It also adds.
Wow.
Time limited quest, level cap raised to 120.
What?
Picture limit raised to 150 through 200, and you can now use the music player while riding a chocobo.
Oh, that's actually cool. I want that.
That's cool. The level cap's weird.
To 120.
Yeah, instead of 99.
Just people complained.
Yeah. Huh.
You know, all the stuff they're adding just give people more reason to play a little longer. Also, they're gonna add the Magic Tech armor.
Oh yeah.
Which turns you into a Power Ranger.
Yep.
Get excited.
It looks so lame, but it has in-game. I guess it makes you like invincible for a brief period or something.
Yeah,
it's really weird. Don't know. Anyway,
I don't know about that.
Go on.
Yeah, go on.
That's Final Fantasy. Right?
Yeah, so that's our Final Fantasy recap of the week.
Well, you know,
what?
What?
Cool that Final Fantasy VII's having its 20th anniversary and it's still super popular.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool.
Do you think it's popular for the right? Do you think it's the best Final Fantasy? Like it's popular for the right reasons?
I want to have a Final Fantasy episode one day.
Just rose tinted goggles, nostalgia goggles.
A little of both.
A little both.
I don't think 15's the best one, but I do think
7.
Oh, 7?
Yeah.
I thought you were still talking about 15.
Nah,
7?
bruh.
7's not my favorite, but I know it's a lot of people's favorite.
It was good, but
yeah,
nothing really. I mean,
it had a very noticeable villain.
That's true.
Had a likable protagonist, I guess.
Yeah, I like Cloud.
He was cool.
I thought Cloud. I mean, he's a little bitch now. But...
Emo Cloud.
Yeah.
Advent Children Cloud is horrible. It's the worst.
Yeah.
He's just bad.
But Final Fantasy VI was really good.
Oh, their designs are great.
Yeah. Final Fantasy VI was great, and it came out before 7. Didn't get as much hype.
I guess maybe because I'm not a product of that time. Like, I didn't play it when it came out. Like, there's a lot I'm missing from that.
Yeah.
I love Final Fantasy VIII, but a lot of people don't like that game for a multitude of reasons.
It was to me. I liked the story.
The story was great, and I like the characters.
I like 10, and 10 gets a lot of crap. So
10 is awesome. People are wrong.
Yeah.
I like 12. Nobody talks about 12.
It's like 9. No one talks about 9, but we're gonna play it.
Yeah, we're gonna play it. Tune in next. I don't know. 13 sucks. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah.
Even who has not played it.
I have a friend who really loves 13, so I don't want to talk.
Why don't you say their name? That's right.
My friend Nick, from Tennessee loves Final Fantasy 13.
The summons are vehicles.
That's stupid.
Well, one guy
is a Corvette.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Sheva's like a motorcycle. 2 women turn to a motorcycle and you sit on them.
Yeah.
All right.
As a dude bro. The guy who plays a dude bro Snow. He's like. But there's a guy with an afro with a baby chocobo who hides in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's baller.
Yeah.
That's lit, as the kids say these days.
That's a
flame
lit,
emoji.
That's a lit AF.
That is lit AF. Lit AF.
That is A1.
State sauce. All right.
So in some non-Square news, Fallout Shelter is coming to the Xbox One and Windows 10 on February 7th. David, what is Fallout Shelter and why should we care?
Fallout Shelter is a mobile game, or it came out a while ago when Fallout 4 came out.
Okay.
It's pretty much you have the little like Fallout, like the blonde guy with like the curly hair. That guy.
Like the mascot.
Yeah. You have a bunch of him and a bunch of like female versions of him, all just like in a shelter, and you have to make sure they like live and they all interact with each other. And it's like The Sims, and you have to make sure they live. And it's really boring.
Okay.
Why did you ask David with such enthusiasm? What, is he the resident Fallout?
No, I know he knew and you knew shit.
I know Fallout Shelter.
No, do you?
Yeah. Oh. You didn't even ask. You didn't even ask. No, I'm gonna get heated.
Please go on about Fallout Shelter, Colby.
I don't fucking care.
It came out when Fallout 4 came out, which was what, like 2-3 years ago?
It came out like a couple weeks before Fallout 4 came out.
Yeah, and it's just now.
It was a companion app that was really boring.
It's just now coming out to Xbox, which is weird.
Yeah.
The hype fell off completely.
It was like
the most popular app for a while.
What do they call the like? They have there's a term for them where you just check it, you press a couple buttons, and you put it away. It's a style of
an idle game.
What is it?
An idle game.
An idle game? Yeah, where you just wait for like, it's like Farmville kind of thing. Yeah. You just wait for something. It's a clicker.
Yeah.
What they call it, and then
you like collect the things.
Like cookie clicker.
Yeah, cookie clicker. I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much what it was. And you just build like little rooms adjacent to each other, a little bit of base management, and then there was a slight loot system with it. Yeah, that's what I know. Like,
sorry, Colby.
Motherfucker. No, but anyway, does anybody care? Raise your hand in this audio-based podcast. Nobody raised their hand.
No.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
No,
I'm sure no one gives a shit.
Nobody talks about Fallout 4 anymore. Yeah. So
rip. So also, PS4 is getting a system software update. Mm-hmm. It's available to beta users today, as of recording, but I don't know when it's coming out for like the general public.
I have to start saying the date of the podcast when we start. Today is the 3rd of February.
There you go. So it's adding external HDD support, which I thought I already had. Mm-hmm. Yeah. David, does this apply to you?
It does apply to me because my PS4 hard drive just ran out of space.
There you go.
So
how about you, Colby? I didn't ask.
Hard drive.
I have plenty of space.
Me too. You can also have custom wallpapers, so you're not just looking at a sea of blue.
Whoa. I actually have a Final Fantasy 15 custom wallpaper, so.
There you go. So good. Like theme. Yeah. But you can add like, I guess this is like in-game screenshots if you take one.
They don't have a lot of themes on the PS.
Not at all.
Which is a bummer.
And like they don't have music either.
Yeah.
Even little avatar icons is barely any.
That's so. I really like the themes. Like it's just a little purchase. Yeah. I don't mind like throwing a couple.
On my 3DS, I have every time you like open it, like I have a rotating thing of like 10 themes, and you'll have like one or wonderful music.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
I have the Monster
it.
Hunter one, and every time you open up a game, it plays the horn. Yeah, and I'm like, it's cool.
3DS has good themes. PS4 does not.
Nope, not even close.
Nope.
So it's also getting a simplified notification list. Awesome.
I don't even know what that means.
Me either.
The notification list is pretty simple already.
It's like friend added.
So yeah, among some other things. So get hyped for that.
Get
you
hype.
PS4 fans.
I'm hype.
So also EA announced. I think we already knew this, but they were just reconfirming it. We're getting a new Battlefront this year. More locations. Play with more heroes and characters across multiple Star Wars eras, and you heard it here first, folks. All new single player campaign.
Great. I mean, maybe it'll be the game it was supposed to be.
Maybe, probably not. We'll see.
So who's excited?
Yeah.
Whatever.
We'll see.
I'm a Star Wars fan. Okay, well, whatever. I mean, I'll say what everybody said about the first game. It was beautiful.
It looks
gorgeous.
Good. Yeah.
But when you looked at the pre-alpha footage, I mean, did we talk about
this
for
Battlefront 3?
Yeah. You looked at the pre-alpha, it looks like great. Like, it looks like a way better Battlefront 2, and they just threw it away.
Yeah.
What did they do with it? Nothing.
It'll play like Battlefield. It'll be whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right. So our last news story of the podcast and of the week. This hits me hard. I don't know about you guys.
Oh no.
I wanted to save this bad boy for last.
In the arms.
No, you can just add it post. Add it in post. Add it in post. Club Penguin.
No.
The like kid MMO is shutting down. So
never played it.
Fuck you. So the last day of its existence is gonna be March 29th, 2017.
The day.
World. I guess there's this app called Club Penguin Island, and like they're like 3D models of like penguins, and
it's not
like
the same.
It's not. I looked up some footage of it. It looks like ass. I mean, Club Penguin looks like ass too, but it looks like more ass, not the good kind of ass. Like
that ain't no fine ass.
So I guess they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna focus on this app and we're shutting down.
So that's why they're shutting
Club
down.
Penguin. Yeah.
Focus on the app.
Which is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Can I, as someone who's never played Club Penguin, ask two who seem very, very emotionally attached to Club Penguin, ask you what is Club Penguin?
So Club Penguin, you play as a penguin.
Okay.
You can get clothes. You can
get an igloo and customize it.
You play like mini games. It's like a bunch of like penguins on a map.
Okay,
of actual real people characters.
Yeah.
And like controlling them.
You form bonds with those around you.
Yeah, you can talk limitedly. You can type, but like very limited. Like
if you swear, you're automatically banned.
You get banned.
What do you mean very limited? Is that
like sometimes swear? Like if you say something it won't pass like the filter. Like you won't get banned for it, but like it won't show up on other people's screens.
Yeah.
Like you can be like, "Yay," and it'll show up, but you can't be like, like talk about like 9/11 or something.
Oh my god.
And like I probably won't show up. You won't get banned, but if you say like, mean words,
so
you'll probably get banned.
So pretty much the point, you play mini games and get clothes and customize your character.
There's a paid subscription.
Subscription,
and you can't like buy stuff unless you have like you get coins from mini games and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's like the currency.
Yeah.
But you can't like buy stuff unless you have a membership. Like you also have like a house, like an igloo, and like you can buy furniture.
Yeah.
And like, you can only do it if you have.
So is this like a $15 a month subscription? Like
I don't know. I was actually going to buy a membership for like the last like stretch of life, but you can't. But I was looking at it on the 1st, and I guess you can't buy a new membership starting from January 31st. So I missed it by a fucking day. I'm so gosh darn mad.
We'll ban you.
Family friendly. You have to stay family.
Yeah.
Man, I remember there was an event, or at the start, I'll never forget, the spy event. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I mean, you become a penguin spy, like a secret agent, like 007 style.
PSA or
And who are you spying on?
I can't tell you. It's confidential.
It's confidential.
You got like little missions that you have, like go to this place and like find this note. It was like a
It was like a flash game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 11 of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they're really, I mean, they're okay, but they were fun at the time. I mean, I want like before Club Penguin shuts down, I want to play through them all. Yeah. I think they're still gonna like at least the missions will still be on the website because they're like you can't access them in game. They're just on the Club Penguin website. Okay. What the fuck you laughing about? What's so fucking funny?
I was remembering a moment where Anthony was playing with me. I think it was Anthony. And we were watching. He was in my igloo, and I just see his character like waddle in. It was like this really sucks in the chat. He just left.
How old were you guys when you played?
Well, to put
21.
In perspective, if there's like a question mark like icon, you can click on it and it shows you how many days old your penguin is.
Okay.
I checked before I came over. My penguin is 3,656 days old. That's more than 10 years.
Okay, so you played it when you were younger.
That's around the same time as me because we played
2007. So I was.
I'm surprised it still exists.
I think inactive accounts got deleted, so I think your died.
No.
And like Anthony's account's probably dead too.
Yeah, I was
like
so
there
around
was like
13.
You could like sled race against people.
Yeah.
And like that'd be like the PvP, like right? It'd be fucking awesome.
You could go to the club and dance.
Yeah.
And you could change it.
When you guys were playing Club Penguin, I was just about to start my WoW membership. I was playing Final Fantasy 11.
You know, I've been wanting to restart my Final Fantasy 14 subscription.
Yeah.
Just because I really want a Dragoon.
I have mine.
Yeah.
Mine's active.
I might wait till the chest comes out because it comes with free.
Yeah.
Free, for $5 billion.
14's pretty good for an MMO.
We'll talk about it another time.
Yeah.
Because I want to get into it again. I think, woo.
Oh, they're after us.
Yeah, Club Penguin.
Yeah.
They found out we're agents.
I'm always down to play MMOs.
Yeah, maybe you can help me get that Dragoon.
Yeah.
Because that game's boring on its own. Whatever.
Yeah, MMOs usually are.
Anything else?
Final thoughts on Club Penguin. I'm just very sad. I'm really bummed. I check in a couple times a year, just log in, because this was even before my B Bladem 83 moniker.
Yeah.
I was B Robert M. Robertum.
Wow.
B Robert M.
That's the only website that has that moniker.
I don't even know what mine was.
It was probably like DTCB 21 or something.
I'm so on.
Yeah.
I never change. If you want consistency, people, you got it.
Hey, I've been Twilight Seeker since middle school.
That's definitely a middle school.
Yeah.
XX.
No X.
Sephiroth.
Twilight Seeker.
But yeah, I'm bummed. I wish I would understand if maybe they moved the desktop version to mobile and you could just play it on mobile. You're oh, that's the way of the future. We don't want to support it on desktop. It's a completely different game, and there's no migration of accounts. It's just wiped.
Maybe we should have a call to arms. Protest.
Yeah,
we should. I'll protest with you. I've never played the game.
Everybody, make a Club Penguin and meet us on this server at this time.
Club Penguin will have 10 million consistent
at
players.
3 p.m. Standard Eastern Time a week from now. We will protest.
Dun dun.
Do you think if we got enough people to log on and buy stuff and give them enough money, they'd be we can't shut this down. Makes too much money.
They'd be thanks for the money. Shut down.
Yeah. Losers.
Yeah. And that's the news for the week.
Cool.
Sorry to end on a somber note for the news, but let's go into some upcoming releases. So we got Knights of Azure. Did I say that right?
Azure.
I don't know.
How's it spelled?
Azure.
Azure, probably.
Azure.
Yeah.
For the PC. Who's excited?
Don't know what that game is.
Never heard of it.
We have Neo with an H at the end.
Yeah.
And
that's getting some hype.
For PS4.
Yep, that is a Japanese Dark Souls. So think Dark Souls, but samurai, Oni,
interesting.
darkness.
Yeah, it sounds pretty interesting.
Interesting.
I might check it out.
There is ATLer. I can't fucking say this. ATELIER. Sophie, the Alchemist of the Mysterious Book for PC.
Yeah, it's JRPG.
What's the title? I can't.
I don't know.
It.
I can't pronounce it either.
Wait, you said for PC?
It is for PC. It's on Steam.
ATELIER.
I'm not sure how to pronounce it. This is actually a series. I've seen a few games of this title before.
Interesting.
That's very anime.
Yeah.
It is very anime JRPG.
Atelier. Atelier.
I want to say like Altair, but it's not.
Atelier, I think.
Damn, look at this weeb ass shit.
Atelier.
That talking book.
It is. I'm a sucker for anime cutscenes in games. I don't know. I'm a weeaboo, so.
Fucking weeb. All right, so there's also Splasher for the PC. Who's excited?
I don't know what that is either.
Look it up, Kobe. Splasher.
Oh, Splasher?
Yep. This is our first exposure to Splasher.
Splasher is a fun, challenging 2D platformer filled with humor and surprises. Armed with a paint cannon, you'll face the dangers of the Ink Corp mega factory in order to save your companions, the Splashers. Put an end to the Machiavellian projects of the evil boss, Late Doctor? Whatever. It looks like Meat Boy.
Yeah, it very
Meat
much
Boy
looks like
crossed
Meat Boy.
with Splatoon.
Yeah,
that's
very. That's exactly what it is.
And also coming out for PC is the PC port for WWE 2K17.
Yep. Which David and I didn't even know they made PC ports.
Yeah.
WWE games.
I play the Xbox One version of it. I like it. It's fun. Don't play it if you don't like wrestling.
I've never played a wrestling video game.
I wonder how it runs on a PC port. I wonder if they optimized it at all.
Yeah, I wonder.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah. Tune in next week.
Yeah. So that's all I got. Anything else?
That's all it releases?
Yeah, that's
too many
for releases.
No, nothing big.
Unless Wikipedia's lying. And I don't think Wikipedia ever lies.
Yeah. Way to show how credible we are. But no, everything we're good.
Yeah, that's it for this week.
Cool. Anything we should expect like for this next coming week?
So we're just again after talk about the updates, but starting our Let's Play tonight, David and I.
It'll be up in a few days.
Yep, hopefully. Don't make promises.
Yeah.
I'm the one editing.
That's
Please.
true. It might be up in a few days.
Yeah. Probably Tuesday the latest, I imagine.
Yeah.
Other than that, look for us. I'll do the iron card. Let's go.
Yep.
Look for us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play Music, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook,
Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch.
All Keep Tappin X.
Yeah, all Keep Tappin X no G.
Yeah.
Keep Tappin X no G.
Like, favorite, subscribe, comment.
Yeah, seriously.
Dislike, do whatever you want.
If you listen to us on iTunes, please leave like a review.
That'd be nice.
That'll bump us up.
Yeah, every little all it takes is just a click of a button for an extra star or a like or something. It really does help.
Yeah.
And spread the word. I don't know.
If you came this far, you obviously enjoy listening to us talk.
Seriously.
So just click a button.
Unless you're just joining in I'm not. That second episode said they had better audio, so I'm not even gonna watch the first one. You know, so
I mean, that's happened.
Yeah. Oh no, easily.
Yeah.
I mean, our second video I think has the most views
so
far. Although fourth episode is picking up.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So just click a button.
It helps.
Give us
You're
a
helping
rating.
the dreams of 3 poor, defenseless.
Support our Patreon. Pay our bills. JK.
No, thank you guys so much. And we'll be here same time next week.
Yep.
You guys have a great night.
And don't forget.
Keep Tappin X.
Yeah.